to Knucklehead Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. Like, not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall
Savage.
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit, and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings and you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk. Put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios. Vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday night, and you know what that means is Knucklehead Comics in the building. We got Cap in the building. We got Ray in the building. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up?
Doing pretty good, man, as always.
I hear you. The energy in this place is outstanding. We're about to fucking blow our fucking tops out.
Holiday weekend.
Energetic topic. This is a little,
We're like Tony Khan during the commercial break, just running out, screaming. And that's verbatim. Shit, but yes, we're back again for another Tuesday night episode with the Knucklehead Comics. We're gonna be talking about the writer's strike. Because I'll tell you one thing, don't take my word for it, because I'm ignorant to the shit. I don't like watching the news, but that's why we got these guys here. I ask the questions, they give the answers, and you guys get updated. So now shut the fuck up in the comics, in the comments. Let's get down to fucking business. What's going on, Tyson? Boneless chicken wings are not wings, they are breasts. Someone blocked this man. Tyson, you have your own chicken company. You should know better than this. Anyway, we haven't done a question of the day in a while, but my man Ray got one.
Yep. Okay.
So what's going on, Ray?
So I got this one because I feel like it ties in perfectly with the topic of the day. So I have to ask, have we been treated to too much? Be it the MCU film-wise, the DCU, has there been just so much that now this is what influences us being like, they haven't given us something good in a while? Like, I feel like that's what creates his opinion. Like, the MCU is dying because they just gave us film after film and then shows in between. Did we get too much? Is the best way to phrase it.
And I actually have an answer to this. I don't believe we got too much.
Okay.
What I believe happened is we got too good. The MCU with the Infinity Saga, for all the ups and downs, if you look at the overall story,
Hold on, give me a second. We got another man up in the building. We got Lay in the building. What's going on, Lay?
What's up, folks? How you doing?
What's up? What's up?
Chilling with the surprise entrant, number 30th in the Royal Rumble. What's going on?
and
the
the
way-
words
way
of
better
Bobby the
than
Brain
Cody.
Heenan. Is he the third man?
By the way, yeah, I forgot about how Heenan ruined that moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just instantly fucking.
Just
Oh,
instantly, I was like, "Damn, Heenan, man, I was feeling it." You know what I'm saying? Until you said that, but I'm like, at the end of the day, still one of the, top 3 moments in all of wrestling history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally count on your one hand. You know what I mean?
You know, to be honest with you, Shivani should have saved that, because if there's one thing Bobby the Brain Heenan was, it was a Hogan hater.
No. The funny thing is, Heenan played his role perfectly. He just picked the wrong time to play it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, yo, Heenan has always been against Hogan, and I respect the fact that he never ever wavered. Even when he was supposed to be a face commentator,
Yes.
he was like, "Fuck Hogan anyway." Like, yeah, I love all those guys, but that guy can go away.
They're coming to save WCW and fuck Hogan.
he played his part so well, though. Again, it's the weasel.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
you love it.
he's the-
Like,
I mean, without him, we don't have Paul Heyman, so you kind of get that. You have to have. But I always feel like, as much as I love Heenan, I feel like Paul just plays that role so much better, just because not even a commentator, just as overall heel manager. Because he's only had like 4 clients, and 3 of them have been successful. You know, Cesaro was unfortunately a failure. Oh, I'm sorry, and Curtis Axel.
Yeah, but that's not a client. That's pro bono.
That's a favor.
Word. So Lay, I don't know if you
Favor
heard.
for Triple H because you got me back. Yeah, sorry.
Word. I don't know if you heard the question today from Ray, but Cap was just starting to answer it. It's you heard that part?
No, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it. No, I just got.
Oh, okay. All right, Ray, you want to restate the question?
Okay,
And then Cap will let you answer.
Yeah. So especially with what the topic we're dealing with today, my question was, were we given too much? Were we treated to too much, be it the MCU, DCU, just show after show, movie after movie? Is this what created this opinion of we're not getting anything good anymore just because we've been given so much? So Cap,
So was it oversaturation?
Yeah.
I get
So-
it. Yeah, no problem. All right.
So my theory is that we didn't get too much, is that we got too good. So the Infinity Saga is gonna go down in history for all of its ups and downs. In totality, it's gonna go down in history as one of the greatest stories ever told.
Agreed.
Infinity War hit exactly what it needed to hit. Civil War built on all the movies before it. Endgame capped off every single movie, almost every single movie in the MCU, and took some of the ones that were shitty that needed to be better and made them better retroactively.
Yeah.
And because of that, we now have expectations that are unrealistic. Because when Kevin Feige goes, well, we got our next saga, we are all like, okay, this saga has to be better or equal to the one we just got.
Agreed.
But we're not, unfortunately, we didn't allow for the MCU to do what it needs to do in order to get to that saga. So phase 4 has nothing to do with anything. And we look at it and like, shit, it's nowhere near where we should be. But it's where the MCU had to be. Now, are the movies within them good? That's debatable. But the MCU had to introduce 1 to 2 new heroes, a couple of different terminology pieces, incursions, multiverse, all that shit, and had to set up and close off different avenues for certain characters so we can go in different directions. So it needed it was what it needed to be, but we didn't perceive it as good as it could be because we just came off the back of, like I said, the greatest story ever told. It's kind of like how everybody hates Godfather 3. Well, yeah, is Godfather 3 a good movie on its own? Debatable, like Phase 4, right? But when compared to Godfather 1 and 2, of course that movie's fucking trash.
Yeah.
You're talking about two of the greatest movies. Godfather 2 won a fucking Oscar. That's a sequel.
Yeah.
Sequels never even get nominated for shit.
Yep.
But Godfather 2 won fucking Academy Awards.
Yeah.
So that even blends into the DCEU.
Yeah.
Because when we see DC movies that are not on par, Batman v Superman, the Justice League, or the Justice League, depending on if you saw that one in the theaters.
The Eternals?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you see those films, we're not comparing them to DC films. We're comparing them to what Marvel's doing. And it's not, part of it's our fault, but part of it is Warner Brothers' fault for not distinguishing themselves enough. They kind of, in a way, said, shit, we got to catch up to what Marvel's doing. So let's jump ahead instead of just doing their own fucking thing like they do in the comics.
Absolutely.
So that's my whole point is, I think it was just, we got everything we were looking for. And now that we see there's still more road ahead of us, we're not happy when the next fucking rest stop with a decent, churro and fucking clean bathrooms is 600 miles away.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
I couldn't.
That's great.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right, before the next answer comes, Taquan, you can't write messages like that when you still sleep with a nightlight. Okay.
Oh. Taquan has it's a baby Groot. It's a baby Groot nightlight. And the ears are the brightest part.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Every time he flips the switch.
I can see already.
Yeah, every time he flips the switch, I am a Groot.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's on right now, even though the lights are on in his house.
Yes, yeah.
You feel so much safer with it.
Yeah.
It's right. We all have our comfort thing, you know what I mean? I actually have a knife somewhere under my pillow, just me. Some people have guns, some people have chains. Taquan, it's a Baby Yoda thing. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I have this corner. This is where I come and cry before I go to sleep.
There you go. Yeah. I take a long walk. I cry. Nobody notices because they think I'm just mad. So I win. Especially in the rain. Because you know what happens with tears in the rain, right?
Yeah.
If you've seen Blade Runner, you know what happens to them. Just go away.
Yep.
Best time to cry in the public when it's raining. Anyway. Not going to agree with Cat more. I mean, I specifically, I was thinking the exact same thing. And I was going to compare the DCU too. Well, that went out the window. But it's unfair. It really reminds me of Star Wars, really. Because you first had, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right?
Yep.
And then they did what they did in like the early 2000s. And you're like, yeah, not as good. But an A for effort, I guess. And that one, to me, the best one is the third one. You know what I mean? Because it's less politics and more violence, I guess. And that's weird for Star Wars because usually it's a mix of both for Star Wars. You know what I mean? And then right now, Phase 4, what people are making it is when they come up with the new ones. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I've done, you throw in the Rogue One here and there. Not that Han Solo shit. The Rogue One you throw in there. That is possibly good. Throwing a Mandalorian show here and there. By the way, you do the Bad Batch, which I'm upset that the next season is the last one. And then the Clone Wars shows. You kind of get the same deal sprinkled in there. Like they're great things, but done by people that see the vision better. And right now we're getting good things and okay things and just really bad stuff. Kind of,
all mixed in.
Yeah. Like Moon Knight can switch places with Ant-Man. If I can get the quality of Moon Knight and Ant-Man as the show and Moon Knight as the movie, I wouldn't be upset. Because I like what I got. You know what I'm saying? I like what I got from that. It made sense to me. I was like, you see, this, and it's, by the way, like Cap said, they don't like doing something that's not connected. Moon Knight wasn't connected to anything. They mentioned some stuff, but that's by chance. Because, you know, the gods, you have to say Black Panther god in that. It's the same thing, but it wasn't really that connected to it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other stuff like WandaVision, part of it, but you never connect WandaVision to Doctor Strange, only by like 2 sayings. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme. Bit of a throwaway line. You know what I mean? So I feel like this does Star Wars, and that makes the same sense. And the DCU, like I've always said, should have just, I've said it here, we've said it all the time, it should have just started on its own thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, remember when The Boys started?
Yeah.
The Boys wasn't trying to be anything but The Boys?
Yep.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Don't be the DCU. Don't be the MCU. Shit. Don't be Dark Horse, or not. Just be who you are. Violent, sexualized, but it works. And they have their own avenue right now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just like the Judge Dredd movie. Your own avenue. You know what I mean? Create your own lane. Don't jump on somebody else's coattail. And right now, it seems like a massive lane was created, extremely detailed. And when we get anything less, we just go. We're all disappointed, but yet nobody wants to see the good in there. You know, like there's good in there. You know, very small good, but it's there.
Yeah.
I just find it weird that we want the exact same thing over, which is impossible to do. You can't repeat history.
Yeah. And it creates that blinders, though. It creates like that's
like,
it. We don't see anything else there.
When the Bulls won the first 3 championships, right? They did it one way, right? Then when Jordan came back, did it another way, right? It's gonna be different. You're not gonna like everything. You know, I didn't like almost any of the Thor movies until Ragnarok. 1 and 2 I thought was ass.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Cap, the first Cap was, you know, I liked it because it's a quick origin story. Cap's origin isn't hard. You know what I mean? Isn't hard. But then they progressively got way better. Iron Man movies can go suck, because I've seen most of the Iron Man movies in the trailers.
This is true.
Every time I seen the trailer, I was like, what's the point? Once I saw Rhodey, I was like, I know who Whiplash is. And then 3 made no sense. 3 is the Dark Knight Rises of that movie, of those movies. Same concept. I don't give a fuck about Tony Stark. I don't care about Bruce Wayne. Give me Iron Man and Batman. Fuck your wits. Put on the suits. See what I'm saying? But now again, it's like, I want to see what they do with Shang-Chi too. I want to give this thing the benefit of the doubt. Like everything in life, case in point, I once bought a Ja Rule album, right? I think the first one, right? I bought it. I listened to it once. I go, all right, it's not might be as ass as I feel it is right now. I gave it another chance. Threw that shit out the window. $14.99 out the fucking window, bro, right away. I just realized that that album was ass as I thought it was. So now I need the second parts to everything to come out so I can really evaluate it. You know what I mean? Ant-Man right now is dead in the water. I loved Ant-Man 1. Ant-Man 2 was cool. Now I need somebody else that's going to take the Ant-Man spot. I need Shang-Chi 2 to come out. I don't need Eternals. We could replace that easily. Please. Anybody.
They just wants it to be forgotten at this point. Like,
no, listen, Justice League movie. That's a Justice League movie we should have gotten.
Yeah.
Toad's absolutely correct on that. I agree with Toad that 100%.
Yeah.
They had the Superman was a little lame because he was bitch made. The real Superman destroys Metropolis because it's what he does. And they never build a man. But whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I figure wait till the second round and then see where we go. Remember we didn't get all the hits in the first round in MCU either when it first started.
No, we definitely didn't. No.
You know, we got a lot of duds, and we did the math the other day. Watch that episode, by the way, all y'all out there. we saw that it was pretty even, 3-3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Evened out. I'm saying I mean, I really have no faith in certain things, but I want to be wrong. You know what I mean? I want to be pleasantly surprised. I want to be Guardian of the Galaxy surprised. When something comes out and I sit there and go, oh, well, shit, I didn't know I need to see that in my life. I'm going to watch that again when I get home. Pirated. Shut up. Come at me. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I watch mad UFC events till I decided I have the money to buy them. Shut up. Eat one. You know what I mean?
Word.
Right now, I think we were oversaturated with quality. Now you're going to say quantity.
Okay.
Now we're getting oversaturation with quantity. It's the shows and everything. You know what I mean? And that's because once they did that Disney Plus deal, it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But we're here now, and for every She-Hulk show we got Moon Knight. You know what I'm saying?
Werewolf by Night. It's pretty
There
good.
you go.
That was really good.
For every Quantumania, we got Shang-Chi. So we got
It's a balance. It's a trade-off. It's like we need something.
Yo, that's the way it works. For Black Widow, I don't listen. Once again, come at me all day. If you name that movie G.I. Joe, I'm there. Otherwise than that, fuck you. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we got to give it time.
Yeah.
We give the MCU time.
Yeah.
Could only be fair to, by the way, these actors, these directors, writers, whenever this shit ends, we got to give them the benefit of the doubt that we gave the first punch. You know what I'm saying? We just got to sit back and let's see how bad or how good it is.
Yeah.
The same thing with the DCU. Right now, we're starting over. And let's see if James Gunn can do it, or I'm just going to fumble the ball again and fuck. Maybe the DCU should just stick to animated shit and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe take a knee. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I feel. But I'm pretty much along the lines of Cat. Same thing.
I get it, and I agree with your points. Like I see where you're coming from, but listening to you guys. And by the way, what's up, Hassan? Memorial Day weekend was pretty good. I don't think we're being oversaturated.
Mm-hmm.
I think the timelines of these, like the placements of these movies, are bad. Because a lot of the issues we have with some of these movies are, well, during the pandemic, this was supposed to come out before this, so that was supposed to become. So it's a lot of questions that we have that's like fill in the blanks with these shits that makes no sense. So if you would have had Infinity War, Black Widow, Endgame, Eternals, I think it would have been a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then you had like Shang-Chi and all that. But now, when you're going out of time, like out of order, basically, we're all confused. And not only you out of order, we don't know what major storyline you want us to tell. Like, you want to tell us. Are we going into the multiverse? Are we time traveling? Are we dealing with invasion, with alien invasion? Like, are we in outer space? Like, what's going on here? Like, at least phase 1 had, here goes the superheroes. Here goes them joining together. And then the next phase, they're going to be a team. And then they're going to get attacked by a higher being. And then they're going to wipe out half the universe. And now we got to get them back. And then they finished that. So now what are you telling us? We don't know. Are we trying to travel through time? Are we trying to go through the multiverse? Because WandaVision and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was not a next episode. It was like, what happened in the TV show happened in the TV show. This is the movie version. We got 21 Jump Street that was based off of the TV show 21 Jump Street. You know what I'm saying? It was like WandaVision based off of, Doctor Strange based off of WandaVision.
Yeah.
Watching an episode of 21 Jump Street. Still good. Stone it out. Still good. My TV literally turns on to that channel for some reason. Haven't even tried to fix it. It's either that or MacGyver. Still good.
That's
Stone
it.
it out there for you people. Johnny Depp. I'm talking about with Johnny Depp. Holly. Still good.
Nice.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, but you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the problem. I think the problem is that it's like I want, because you watch a season of something that's good, like, yo, when's the next season coming out? You want that come out.
You
And
want
then
the momentum. You want everything
Yeah.
to continue there.
but when the next season's a special event season that had nothing to do with what happened at the end of that season, it's like, I don't need to see this. This shit was whack.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like the All American show. They just had the new season come out on Netflix, but the season before that was when they were in Vegas. It's like, I don't give a shit about what the weekend they spent in Vegas. They already explained that at the end of the last season. Let's get to the new season now. I want to know what happens next. Like, so I feel like there's a bunch of, well, here goes a special event that doesn't have anything to do with what you wanted to do, but we're gonna make it seem like it's with this.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
Because like, I wouldn't mind if you had another season of Moon Knight, but you kept telling that story. And it doesn't necessarily have to connect, but if you're going to make it connect, it has to connect right.
Yeah. And that's why I asked, because I feel like, in a sense, that was a saturation of, oh, here's something different and different and different. So we like that, but it's like, okay, but how does this all connect? There was nothing there to fully piece things together. So we have a chronological timeline here. It was just like, okay, so this is happening, but then this is before, or is this? It's like, it's one of those that's like, so where are we going here?
Well, the funny part about that is you can almost equate that to, this is the only part that they follow with the comics.
Yeah.
The only part. Because in comics, right now, I'm reading 2 Batman comics. Why? I don't fucking know. There's two different Batman comics, 2 different Batman stories. Why? And then I'm reading a Nightwing story, but now he's like the shining light of the new DC direction in the comics. He's like, they chose Nightwing or Dick Grayson because he's the best of everybody. Meanwhile, I'm having this other story where he's just a billionaire that Alfred gave him had saved up mad money because, it's what Alfred does. And all of a sudden I'm like, but wait, which one is the real one?
Yeah.
This is the world. This is where it's more like the comics, not the actual comics that sold millions and they can follow when it's a fucking Bible. But then, I'm sorry. Everybody gets cute and creative, and then we get Taskmaster. Anyway, to the point, when you do something by itself, like, for example, right, the Punisher, for most of his run, he has been disconnected from the MCU, from Marvel.
Yeah.
Like maybe somebody will hop in, like a Spider-Man, which is crazy because he's in New York most of the time. Or he'll go on a mission in the jungle and he'll one up with Wolverine. But for the most part, he's like in his own pocket world. Just killing mobsters, slave traders, you know what I mean? So right now, I think somebody did that. Somebody read a comic and go, well, they all don't really connect all the time. And Cap said it before, doesn't have to connect. It could be its own thing. And some of my favorite stories, I think Cap will go me on this one, is Elseworld stories, where it's not the continuity we all know, we all read, we all seen, even in animation. There's a great one that I just read called The Deceased. Literally, where like there's the anti-life equation, there's another version to it, and it starts making everybody zombies, and everybody starts dying. Like the deaths, it blows your mind who dies. Says I'm not even giving anything away because once you read it, you're gonna be like, he was right. That happened. I was literally reading. I remember I turned one page. I was like, well, son of a bitch. Didn't see that coming at all. You know what I'm saying? And those, I'm hoping that's what the DC wants to do.
Yeah.
Because apparently it seems like they're doing stuff like that. Like James Gunn said, we're going to do stuff like the Batman, I guess. They're going to have their Batman Brave and the Bold, right?
Yeah.
Little douchebag Damian, right?
Yep.
In case you know, I'm a fan of Damian. He is the Dominic Mysterio of the DC. Except not talented, because Damian is a talented killer. I can respect that. But can always relate it back to wrestling. But that's what I'm saying. It looks like they're gonna have their, like, even the Joker 2 with Lady Gaga. Joker 2 is another thing. You know what I'm
The clown movie.
It's a musical, apparently. I don't.
Yeah, the one with the guy who paints his face.
And I know a guy who knows Lady Gaga, and I'm still like, yo, let her know I know it's gonna be trash. I don't care.
We just had a good Joker movie, Fast X.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, Momoa is the best fucking Joker I've ever seen. Momoa is the best Joker I've ever seen in any movie. Better than Christian Bale in Thunder in Paradise.
What?
Love and Thunder. Christian Bale, you remember I was like how he had a Joker?
That's right.
Yeah, when he was talking to the kids, that was his fucking homage to Heath Ledger.
I hope so. I saw one thing where I saw one clip and I was like, so who are you? I heard Dante. I was like, I know they don't make an effort to like get really creative with names. It's kind of like the Expendables, where Van Damme's name was Villain.
Yeah.
No, so villain. We're not even trying nowadays, are we? Okay, just making sure. But yeah,
they gotta get in families. That's it. It's just
that's it.
Yeah. But
100 families in there. That's
it.
it.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping.
All about the family.
The one that felt most like that was probably it was Moon Knight. It connected to nothing. Oh, and Werewolf by Night connected to nothing, but it was still good and it was still fun. And I got no problem with that as long as you can stick to it. The moment you connect this to the Marvels, I'm gonna tell you to go fuck yourself, because that would make no sense. What the fuck does Moon Knight have to do with the Marvels? I would literally sit there and go, you know what? For the benefit of the doubt, because you insulted my intelligence, tell me how it connects. Go on. I was sitting in front of any director, Kevin Feige, his mom, Jesus, and be like, yo, explain it to me.
He's in Egypt.
Right by my side.
He's in Egypt, and she's Middle Eastern. And they both have sand and stars, and she protects the stars now for this movie.
Shut your mouth, man.
That's how they pitch movies nowadays.
Shut up, man. You're gonna aggravate the out of me right now.
You know what I think is
funny, because I feel like someone from Hollywood would explain it like that.
Yeah, probably. What I think the funny thing is for me is, like I said before, and we brought up that the movies don't have to connect.
Yeah.
But Kevin Feige went out of his way to tell us this is the next phase. This is the next saga. This movie kicks off the fucking Ant-Man's supposed to kick off the saga. So when you're telling us that here's the direction we're going in, but neglect to mention that we're making detours first.
Yeah.
Like that's what you gotta. I want everybody to do this. Again, the movies, whatever, but recontextualize your thoughts on this. And the multiverse saga does not start until Ant-Man and the Wasp. So phase 4 is what it is. And it's not part of this multiverse saga. All it is just to introduce you to terminology so that when they bring it up later, you know exactly what they're talking about. But Ant-Man, from here on, whatever we do, this is not where we got to really start questioning what connects to what goes where, all these fucking things. Because now we're off and running. And let's see by the end of Kang Dynasty, let's see where we put all these films. And what we put this out.
Let's see if we have the same Kang.
Well,
let's back up a little bit. Make sure we have the same guy playing the guy, even though it's easy to replace, not the talent, but because of the character, it's easy to put another person. They're like, oh, that was a variant. That's what I look like then. Which is,
you know who they should really get to play Kang? Ezra Miller, because apparently he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and nobody's gonna punish him for shit.
But see, your problem is this is your problem. Ezra Miller is not does anybody else see it there? He's not
a binary. Oh, he's not black.
There you go.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because apparently he could kidnap somebody, hold them against their will, set up a compound with weapons, and you know what I'm saying?
Horse
and don't get me
wrong.
I want you to understand something. I am not saying that assaulting women is it's a go. It's never that. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Want to put your hands on a woman, come see me, we'll talk. It'll be a fun discussion. You know what I'm saying? I will do the Christian Bale, be like, you want my shoe? All day. I've seen Shaft, I'm talking about. It's a good scene. It's a beautiful scene. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is they have to be the same thing. Because it's pretty much essentially a central character doing the same thing. The Flash is going to start over the DCU, and Kang is going to move it forward. Give it to, got to be the same thing. You got to be talking. I want to talk about the moment they do that, or I don't care the pronoun at this point. The moment that happens, first thing I got to hear about is, they got to dead him. I don't want to hear about he needs help. I want to hear about, or they need help, dead him.
Apparently, Ezra Miller's gonna be in Flash 2 if they make another one.
Now, so, according to what I read, according to the director, Andy Muschietti, I think his name is, for the Flash,
Bobby Buschetti.
He said that if they make a sequel, Ezra's going to play the Flash again.
So okay, so there's no accountability for doing something like that.
No, and before we go any further, when you were trying to get us to say that Ezra's not black, I was in comic book mode, and I was like, Ezra's not what? Because Kang in the comics is white. So I'm
yeah. I'm talking about I don't. I can see where you're going, but I was talking about the
human being,
the actual person. Yeah.
That's why I didn't jump in, because I was like, I don't know where he's going with this.
The actor itself, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was, I don't know, just a completely weird situation. The situation became a shit show real fast for both people, both individuals. But it just seems a lot worse for another one. You know what I mean?
With accusations.
One
did it. One got accusated on the accusations.
And the first one was dropped, but then she threw it out there. There's going to be mad people be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. Once he got proven that he did, all right, it's a piece of shit. I need to know if he did or not before. But you know, nowadays you're guilty before you're even charged. So
yeah.
I'm saying, hashtag go fuck yourselves. I don't do the hashtags, but whatever.
Dude, you know what's funny nowadays? Not to get on this fucking train, but it's kind of funny that you hear everybody who gets caught up in this and is horrible, but you rarely hear anybody backtrack and apologize when they catch people up in it and they had nothing to do with it or they're innocent. You never hear the apology tour from the people who pushed them in.
Nope.
That should just get swept away and forgotten about.
No.
It's funny. You don't hear the apology from all the media that starts calling this stuff too. They start calling these people this. The media back there goes, we apologize. We kind of got ahead of ourselves. Never. That should happen to me. I'm like, yo, listen, we're suing everybody and their mother. You understand me? Everybody's getting it. The first I see a photo on a certain channel, I was like, they getting it. They could have said some shit about me being a good person. They're still getting it. Want everybody to understand you can get got.
It's Denzel at the end of Training Day. I'm putting cases.
Subpoenas are coming through, son, like junk mail. You say you get that supermarket thing, that's gonna be a fat stack of subpoenas, just like a paper boy in the suburbs. He said, open your door right to your face. Pick it up. Shit. I've been served. I'm just saying, it's only fair. Because if you're willing to throw me under the bus, man, I'm gonna take you to town. You have a summer home where? You had a summer home. I have a summer home now.
Yep.
Only just key stuff that I want. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's a lovely car that you had.
Yes.
Because you didn't have the decency to research a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, we're including with the research a little bit more, but you don't have the decency to wait until it plays out.
Absolutely, yeah.
No.
Because there's the thing, the court of public opinion is always going to be there, and random people, almost like us, and just people who are not doing shit, they're going to say whatever they say, believe whatever they believe, period. But when you're reporting, let the facts play out.
Yeah.
Don't report with a slant on any fucking side. Just, here's what we're doing. And then when it happens, report what the fuck happens. Like,
Nah, they want that clickbait. They want the instant, like, we said it first. Meanwhile, there's no facts to it. It's just like, yeah, this is the fact now. Wait, where's the proof?
No.
Fuck the proof. This is what's it's like.
sure.
Yeah. It's funny that Ralph said exactly what I was going to say. Denzel once said, "You don't want to be right. You want to be first."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what they do.
You want to be first.
That's exactly what they do.
You have is in the media. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to get it out there instead of knowing what the truth is. The responsibility you have, what is it? You can destroy somebody's career just by one headline. You know what I'm saying? It's like, which one do you want to be? Do you want to be first or right? And he said, I'd rather be right. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. Clearly, you want to be first. You know what I'm saying? Which is a terrible thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right. Clickbait and all that shit is just breaking all of a sudden it's the truth. Like that one woman that said that. Was it Michael Jordan and The Rock wanted to kidnap her?
It was The Rock and somebody else.
And Michael Jordan. Really?
I'll look it up.
Don't you guys? First of all, I can never correlate those guys together. I would never have thought of putting The Rock and Michael Jordan together. Ever, son.
Yeah. Like what? Out of all the people you could have picked, you picked two of the most successful people that would never need to do anything. I mean, The Rock, if you want to say The Rock kidnapped somebody, he kidnapped the DC universe. That's what he kidnapped.
Yep, and he just went back to Daddy Vin because he realized he got ashamed with Black Adam. He's like, let me go back to my bread and butter, which is me not creating something myself.
You just started playing that song in the background. I'll see you again, Vin. That's it.
Yep.
Give me the checks.
Absolutely. Yeah, sir. Yep. Ain't about Paul Walker right now. No, sir. Yeah, man, that's great. Oh, I want to say one thing. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the wrestling podcast, but I do want to say this right now. So it's gonna be real quick. The Bloodline storyline was never bad. You motherfuckers have no patience. You're back on the Bloodline dick storyline. If you have the decency to let the thing unfold and realize these men are all talented in the story they're telling, because we were hooked for damn near 3 years. That's right. It's been happening for 3 because Jay started it. Pay attention, folks. Now you realize there's more to it. There's layers. And now you're back on the bandwagon. Some of us never got off. So right now, the people saying it's good again, all of you. I don't care if you have an internet show. I don't care if your mother said it. I don't care if your cousin. I don't care if you rocked a shirt all of a sudden. Now you're decked out in We the Ones. Go fuck yourself, son. From day one, all puns intended, from day one, been here. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you guys, Roman should have lost the title to Cody. Then what? Would the story have been of interest right after Jay kicked his head off? No. That's why I was ecstatic when Cody lost. The greatest story you have is WWE has their own Thanos. You don't see it. How don't you see that? And now his Black Order is turning on him. They realize, wait, hold up. This is raw. So, on that note, get back on the dick. I mean, the storyline should have never got off. Good. Go fuck yourselves.
Facts. The fucking facts.
That's the clip for tomorrow. That's it.
Yeah.
Just this right here, because it's so
same.
true though. Like,
It's a whole lot of it's gonna suck. Like that clip. We suck again. They never did.
Oh no! We suck again!
That's everybody that got off it.
Yeah.
Everybody. I said, I really want to get shut the fuck up. Now you're back. All of you can eat one. No, the bag of dicks that is waiting for you is Peacemaker level. Never left. Anyway.
Just saying. I've been saying this shit. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's just like Lane's the only one that fucking understands the facts of the case. And whether it be on the comics or the wrestling, we keep it funky with you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here. We ain't got bored yet, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't. It's very similar to the DC shit. It's like you throwing out a bunch of fucking things that everybody wants to see, but no, we want the bloodline.
Yep.
Give us a bloodline in the MCU. You know what I'm saying? Give us one. If you'd have made Kang strong, there to go. There it is. You ain't make Kang strong. There gotta be one Kang.
You want to make a Thanos? You don't make another Thanos. Like everybody goes, oh, the next Jordan. No, that's the first Kobe. Make another dude. Then you have apparently LeBron. Whatever. That's what they said. But just don't let it be the next. Let this be the first. And it makes it better, makes it original. You know what I'm saying? How many dudes did they label the next Jordan? It didn't pan out.
90% of the fucking league
is one Jordan, and then there's another dude that's coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan wasn't a copy of Magic.
Yeah, he wasn't a copy of Bird. He wasn't a copy of Malone or Wilt Chamberlain. He was just Jordan.
Yeah.
You are who. Same thing in wrestling. Roman is not Hogan. Roman is Roman.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? AJ isn't Shawn Michaels. He's AJ. Same deal.
John Cena isn't good. Period.
John Cena isn't the Ultimate Warrior. He's John Cena.
But
John Cena.
Dolph Ziggler is Mr. Perfect.
Yes. Yeah. They made him. They made him Mr. Perfect. Yeah. They just need Paul Heyman would be perfect with Dolph Ziggler. You have Bobby the Brain Heenan and Mr. Perfect back together again.
I read somewhere a long time ago that they pitched that, but right after that they fired Heyman from SmackDown. It was like they were gonna do it. They were gonna pull the trigger. It was gonna be Ziggler, Cesaro, and one other person. I forgot who it was. It was gonna be like a faction, and then they fired Paul. That's when he was running thing. I forgot who the third person was. He was somebody else who was high up on, and then just said no.
Yeah, because I remember that was supposed to be when Heyman was trying to do his new SmackDown 6.
Yeah,
like he did in that original.
Yeah,
era.
I know. Ziggler was like, "This could be it, son of a bitch." He came in the next day. They fired who?
I'm finally gonna get on.
Guys, that'll be a main event. I'm going to main event.
Yeah. If MJ copied Magic, he'll be immune to mosquitoes.
Oh shit!
Apparently not.
He's not wrong. I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you hear something, you go, "He's not wrong."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
fun news: Nicolas Cage might be playing Neuro Spider-Man in the live-action thing. He's in talks because he voiced him in the Spider-Verse, the Neuro
Noir, yeah.
Yeah, so he might be playing him in live action, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm all for that.
Now, I heard a rumor that I'm not gonna say because I know Toad don't like spoilers and all that. So there's a rumor going around that Nicolas Cage actually filmed a cameo as Superman for this Flash movie.
I read that too somewhere.
Because he was supposed to play Superman back in the fucking day.
Yeah. That shit.
And it never came to fruition.
I was looking like, that shit, just him in the suit looked horrendous. That would be terrible.
But I'm hoping. I mean, I'm not going to see the movie until it comes out on Max.
I'm with you.
But when 2 years from now, when I get around to it, I'm hoping that rumor's true. Because that would be hilarious if you got rid of Henry Cavill for the man who couldn't make Ghost Rider work.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I remember I read that. I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at that. You know why? Because that movie was looking like straight ass. I remember I saw that whole documentary. I was like, but here's my question. Who approved this? Which studio said, that's right, the guy from Con Air.
Yeah.
Dude,
the funny thing is Kevin Smith tells the story that they wanted Superman to fight a polar bear. No, they wanted Brainiac to fight a polar bear in the North Pole looking for the Fortress of Solitude. And then somewhere during the movie, Superman was supposed to fight a giant mechanized spider.
Yeah, that.
But when it didn't happen, the producer went on to do Wild Wild West and put that fucking spider in Wild Wild West.
So that means no matter how he would have done it, would have never worked.
Yeah.
See what that means? That means you would have failed regardless. Stop.
That should have been the sign to just.
That's what I'm saying. When the mechanized
hang it
spider
up.
doesn't work anywhere.
Hang it up.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
know.
force it. Yo, it didn't work for Superman. And Superman is utterly ridiculous. That shit would make sense with Superman. Because of Superman.
Yeah.
But in the Wild Wild West movie, I was like, and I did myself a favor. I watched the show.
Balto has the camera turned off. That's literally him from the movie. That's his screen test.
I remember seeing the documentary dying. I was like, this is a terrible. I don't want to be a part of this. You know how I say, how I say, sign me up. No, don't. Leave me off.
Really not. Just
Leave me off. Don't even put me in the room. I'm gonna be on something. Yo, what are we doing, guys? Shut this shit down. Are you looking at? Look at Superman. This is Nicolas Cage. Give me. Where's Dean Cain?
Don't connect.
Bring me Dean Cain.
I'm gonna wave him back in here.
Right? Give me a Tom Weller. Give me that guy. Bring him in.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, and then so the dog came in. No.
Crypto is in. If he's in it, it'll be hilarious.
Well, they gotta change his name because they can't say crypto because then everybody's gonna think it's a currency and not a superhero dog.
But it's with a K. It's like the Vanilla Ice thing. Ting. It's just a little ting. It's different. It's different. Yeah. I go, you said that on national TV, brother, live. You idiot. I remember watching that shit going, there's no way he's this stupid.
Dude, somebody told him that he probably was in the booth and was like, yo, isn't this that song? And their excuse to him just to get him to do it was like, nah, it's different because of that. And then that's just what stuck with him.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know the song pretty well, and I think it's catchy as shit. I'm not gonna say it's a bad song. It's just just admit that it's the goddamn sample.
Yeah.
Play it back to back. You're like, holy shit, it's the same song except for one's a rap.
I mean, come on. There's no shame in it. P. Diddy built an entire career of just taking other people's songs and putting a rap over it.
The least you could do is tell motherfuckers. But anyway,
I told you that we won't stop. Yo, so Ray, you haven't answered your question. What do you think, Ray?
Well, I kind of mixed in my answers. I just thought it was saturation just by wanting them to give us something different every time. It was like, here, you can't complain that we don't give you enough, but here's nothing that's going to connect. It was one of those like, here's distractions, so we could kind of make up for some time at this point.
Some pretty colors. Look over there.
It's basically like, look the flowers while we don't know where we're going right now.
Yeah, that's real good, Ray. I didn't think about that. That's really good. Oh shit, that's good. It's so simple, it's ridiculously good. That's good, man.
No.
Really good.
This
is little like trick plays in football.
Yeah.
Same thing. I'm with you. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, except they ran a trick play where they're like, why are they gonna kick a field goal? It's first down and 10. Like
do they realize what field position they're at? There's no way they can make a field goal.
Like they're on their own 15. What they're punting the right? What? Fuck
it. What are they doing?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys how much football you guys watch, but there was a play with the Indianapolis Colts where everybody lined up. They were going to do a punt. Then everybody except for the punter and the snapper, the center, stood on the line, and everybody else went off to the left. It was against the Patriots. And when they hiked the ball, So the play was never supposed to snap off. They were trying to get New England to jump off sides, but the center was new. He was a replacement, and he didn't catch it the way he's supposed to. So when he called hike, he actually fucking hiked the ball, and New England almost fucked it up by standing around going, "Wait, is this real?" But they caught him. That's the kind of shit that's the trick play that Marvel was doing.
Yeah,
They kept Shang-Chi and Spider-Man on the line and pushed everybody else out, and then hiked the ball, and everybody went, "Wait a minute, what are we doing? What are
it's that Varsity Blues. You don't think that dumbass player will act like I feel like I'm lost? It's gonna work, do you?
Yeah.
Hook and ladder. God damn it, they're gonna do this shit with me. Unfortunately, but then like in the movie, it didn't work. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I remember that. I remember watching that play, and I was like, "Okay, who fucked up?" I feel like everybody did. Even New England with their little hesitation on some wait. Can we?
That's the funniest part of the play is watching the defensive line going.
They realize, like, wait,
are we allowed to do this?
Oh, yeah.
Like the indecisiveness of guys that are literally trained just to go. They also wait. Can we? Look at the sideline. Wait. Stop them shaking their ass for 2 minutes. Kind of that kind of. Here we go. Kind of that thing, yeah.
My favorite scene of that movie.
Yo, man, I love that movie. When there's no football, I definitely watch the replacements.
Oh man,
Varsity Blues, the replacements, and the program.
Dude, for some reason, Any Given Sunday.
Oh yeah,
it's like my favorite fucking football movie. I don't know why.
Yeah, it gives that grittier, dark side of football for the most part.
no.
I just love the speech. Claw out your fingernails. I'm like, first of all, you're a terrible football coach. Just letting you know.
He didn't coach not one fucking person in that movie.
No, he didn't. He just gave speeches.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid coached that team.
Yeah.
Now, with all due respect, Dennis Quaid did look like an aging quarterback. I was like, I buy it. He looked like a slight version of possibly Drew Brees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if there was a variant of Drew Brees, that's what it would look like. That was like Dennis Quaid, doesn't it? Over there. And Lawrence Taylor sucks as an actor. Just started out there. I don't give a fuck who doesn't like that. I mean, worth $1 million. Shut up, man.
Yeah.
Fuck off the screen.
He did better in that movie than he did at WrestleMania 11.
But he did great at Waterboy. That brings me to my next point. Don't do crack. I'm like, wait, what? How did you correlate them two?
Well, I mean, because they basically put him in the scene with himself.
Yeah. It's hilarious. I love the fact that the kids are like, yeah, like,
how do you find yourself getting the quarterback? Well, the center has the ball, and then the quarterback says hike, and the center get the ball to the quarterback. In that case, I could jump the line, and then I try to hit the quarterback, unless he get the ball to the wide receiver, and then I go try to hit them. Which brings me to my next point. Don't do crack.
Like, swear to God,
Bravo.
Never saw that line coming, but it was beautiful. It was a gorgeous line, and I'm thankful that I saw that movie in the theater. Yes. I was like, what? It's like in The Longest Yard when Stone Cold tells Nelly, if I was on that field, I'd crack that game. But you're not on the field. Are you?
Bitch.
Nobody else in that theater was like, but you're not on the field. Are you, bitch? I was like, nobody, that's awesome. Nobody. Oh, okay. Just share a laugh by yourself and you go, fuck this. It's hilarious.
Word.
Yo, you don't know how many times me and Tor in the theater and something happens and I'm the only one who laughs because it's either too meta or just like too niche.
Yeah. I was watching something with my lady and I started dying. She goes, looks right at me in the eyes, goes, why are you like this? It's just hilarious. I don't care what you tell me. But I get that from her maybe 3 to 4 times a day.
Dude, I laughed aggressively hard in the American remake of The Ring with Naomi Watts.
Mm-hmm.
when the horse freaked out and tried to jump over the little riverboat shit they were in, and it clipped itself.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get kicked out of the theater with how hard I laughed at that shit.
When was it Halloween H2O or some shit when the fucking ambulance hit the cow?
Oh, it was the Rob Zombie's sequel to Halloween.
Yes.
The ambulance smacked in the cow. I was dying. I was like, what the fuck? They hit a cement cow? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's hamburgers for everybody. How don't you see that?
Yeah.
I think I've always thought that those Halloween movies have the same thing that the Punisher movies do. Taylor Mane is the right Michael Myers. And then the tone of the other ones is the right tone for Michael Myers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with the Punisher. The right tone for the Punisher was the Dolph Lundgren one. Ray Stevens, rest his soul, is the right physical. And then the story from the Thomas Jane one, the Welcome Back Frank, is a story they should have put in there except in New York. So like if you mix those, you have a decent movie. And the same thing with the Rob Zombie movie and the ones he did now. You mix that. I mean, this Michael Myers was probably a tall dude, but Taylor Mane is an absolute beast. And he looked it.
There's plans for Jay Bernthal to get his own Disney Plus Punisher show.
Which is good. But what you got to do is stop being cute. And this is the last time I'm in pictures because I'm tired of pitching this. Marvel Knights. Rated R stuff goes over there. Every street level goes over there. You know what I'm saying? It would make perfect sense. And you just name it that, and you have a certain director that does stuff like that. That grittier, you know what I mean? And then you don't have to worry about people talking about, but it doesn't go along with Ant-Man. Fuck Ant-Man. It's not supposed to.
You shouldn't have Ant-Man and Punisher together.
It's funny. There was once where the Punisher stole Ant-Man's helmet and Cap's shield and a bunch of other stuff. It's a lot of killing happening that day. Great comic. You got to see it. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. You want to see villains get murdered? Cheers.
Not for nothing. That'd have been a good like Loki level threat if you'd have had Punisher there. Because he's killing all the bad guys, but as heroes, you got to stop him from killing people. And it's like he's fucking you up. And then he's like, well, you guys are the good guys, but we don't do the shit the same way.
Absolutely.
And we stopped him, but now he's there for later when you need him against Kang or something.
Yeah. There's always that. You always have that moral thing that they were trying to do that with Black Adam. It failed miserably. But it's that like, you can't, you're not supposed to kill or whatever. We're like,
all right, with Black Adam or Rocky? Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia.
Okay, yeah.
Black Adam means he would have been Egyptian somewhere.
He would have had an accent.
At that point,
and I said it before. The guy that would always voice him in the cartoons, the guy from The Mummy.
Perfect.
Just have him voice him over. It's okay, Rock. Your face is showing. We know it's you. But for the love of God, don't insult me with perfect English.
To that point, all they had to do was just have Hawkman turn around and go, we're going to arrest them, but we don't kill them.
Yeah.
Not like they did in the movie where we don't kill them. We're going to say we have to save the people who are holding this entire country fucking hostage. Damn the people who are now oppressed.
You know what they should have did, in all honesty? If they wanted to have like Hawkeye, I'm Amanda Waller's fucking soldier. Fuck this country. I'm here to stop you. Because then there would have been no moral compass. They would have been like, yo, I'm killing the soldiers. I don't give a shit about the soldiers. I don't give a shit about these people. I'm here for you. You're a world ender.
How fucking cool, to your point, if he would have showed up and then be like, oh, are you not going to do anything about these guys? And he's like, I don't have jurisdiction here for them. I'm here for him.
Yeah.
Now you absolve yourself. You let us know that you're not just going to run into countries and exert your fucking will or the will of some sort of government, but you are going to stop a threat that is far beyond what the fuck the normal fucking measures are. you kill two birds with one stone, and everybody goes home fucking happy.
My job is not to save your fucking country. My job is to stop him from ending the world. And then they convince him, well, no, this crown is gonna end the world. All right, well, we'll stop that shit, and then me and you gonna talk. Fuck Liberia or wherever the fuck we at now. And then you could have the little girl and Adam Smasher. They could save people's lives because they're still young. But have Dr. Fate and Hawkeye on some. No, we're here for Hawkman. We're here for the mission. You know what I'm saying? Because that would have been the conflict, the moral compass of both of them. It's like, bro, you ain't no different than Black Adam. Who said I was? He just could kill. He could destroy the planet. I don't need that in my life.
It adds another element to it that would have helped a lot more than just, well, this is what we got. Like,
yep. We're here to save everyone. How? How do we save everyone? Because they're killing them, he's killing them.
Yeah, save everybody except for the people online at this checkpoint that shouldn't be here.
You're the cop that just drove in the middle of a fucking shootout between the fucking rival gangs. You want your intention? Yeah, your intention is to make sure no one dies, but bruh, it's either you die or someone else dies. That's the options.
He's the cop that drove into a shootout between two rival gangs and started yelling at the civilians watching because they're trying to help him out. Hey, I don't need you in here throwing shit at them. Get out of here.
Don't defend yourself. You know how much harder it is to do my job when you defend yourself? It's like the fuck, bro. And the waist, good acting. At least for Bronson. On that shit.
Here's Brosnan.
That's what I said.
Oh, you said Bronson, like Charles Bronson.
Yeah, I have a thick accent when it comes to mispronouncing names. But yo, that's what it is. Also, it's like you could tell your story. So the one time I rewatched Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire 1, 2, and 3 today.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, I remember we said that these movies were like the best movies we've ever seen, the Spider-Man movies. And I'm watching them, I'm like, all right, they're good, but I gotta remember they're old, so the quality wasn't like that when I'm watching on TV. But I'm like, all right, get past the quality. But then I'm like, yo, they really made their own version of a comic book and threw it on TV.
Yeah.
Because even when something happens, it's like they transition to another scene, but they faded like the mask there. So you see that little clip art of Peter with his being haunted by the Green Goblin, and then this girl's falling, and then they go to another scene, and you see Aunt May just sitting there, and it's like, all right, we're literally watching Sony's comic book version of Spider-Man on screen, and I don't know if I like that. In all honesty, I'm like, yo, that's cool when it was the first time it happened. But now in this era of Spider-Man, or this era of comic books, I sit there and I go, no, I want an actual movie where I feel like this is what would happen if Spider-Man exists in this world. Not this is what would happen if you read the comic book. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while it got cheesy. Because I started noticing it. And I'm like, the part where he stops the train and the guys catch him and they show the humanity of New York when they're throwing the shit off the bridge, fighting the Green Goblin, they show the humanity of New York. Leave that. That's fine. That's the heart of the city. Because everybody wants to believe if kids were in danger, we'll try our best to save them. When it comes to kids, it's an unwritten rule everywhere in the world. When it comes to kids, you try your best to do something or prevent somebody from hurting them, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. But then when you sit there, Harry, I always loved you, and then you get a picture of the fucking Green Goblin mask popped up, faded out, and you transition into another scene and they're graduating from college. It's like, wait a minute. This I understand, but in my brain, I was like, wow. This movie don't hit like it did. Like, Alfred
It's-
Molina had the best acting in part 2.
Yeah.
But part 2 wasn't the movie I thought it was.
Come on, man. Joey Diaz didn't save it free.
Oh no, Joey Diaz is the man, because Joey Diaz, every single second of him on screen, he looked like he was scared shitless. But he was like, you want to get to him, you got to go through me. Every second of it. And I was like, yo, Joey Diaz, you might have been high out your fucking mind, but that was masterful.
In that scene, he actually sees everything. He's just
Yeah.
like, he's high off his mind, like I'm
Yes.
about to actually die. It's like, no, Joey, it's a scene.
Fucking man with 8 limbs coming at me.
He said, no. It's in the movie, Joe. It's in the movie. I don't know, man. It's looking pretty real to me.
Word. And I guess if you want to make the comparison, they did something similarly like that with Captain America 1. With the whole montage and him with those little key points where they want to show he's in the suit, he punches Hitler. It's like, oh, we're watching the comic of the origin, where instead of us watching a movie where like Wonder Woman 1, we're watching a movie. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
So,
But again, you have to equate it to the time too. It's like it got away with it back then because it was more of like they hadn't done something like that. Oh, we don't have what we have now.
Yeah,
and of course, we watch it now. It's like
because they fall into the trap of, this is a comic book that we're trying to make into a movie, so we have to give it this comic book feel. Because if we don't make it feel like a comic book, then people are not gonna like the fact it's a movie. But when you watch Punisher Warzone and you watch Thomas Jane's Punisher, it's like, yeah, the dude Ray Stevens looked like the Punisher from the comics.
He did.
But also that movie kind of looked like if this was a B movie. This was a high budgeted B movie. But Thomas Jane's Punisher was like, you put Ray Stevens in that shit with the suit. Now we're talking.
Yep.
And not to say Thomas James is bad. It's just we had a movie.
Yep.
They called The Punisher with Thomas Jane.
And I always felt that the way the Dolph Lundgren one looked, the way the aesthetics of it, was exactly the way it should have been. I don't know where the fuck they were in that movie. I think it was like LA or Toronto.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I was like, yo, this is not New York City. And that when he was a cop, one had the right actor, one had the right feel, and one had the right story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, why can't you just put this shit together? Literally, you could just bought it.
Yeah.
Like if Dolph Lundgren comes up in this multiverse thing as a version, him and Thomas Jane as versions of Punisher, I'd be set.
Oh, that would have been fucking cool.
And it would have been great to have Ray Stevens that had been, as far as he's still been alive. Another was like, yo, I go to 3 different things. I always run into a different version of you, but he's still the asshole that you are. He goes, but I'm committed. Call me whatever you want. That's another thing in the comics. The Punisher doesn't really curse. I guess because he cuts heads off or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, but I'm still doing the same thing, right? Even in the other world. Yeah, you are. You are a committed bastard. I give you that one.
Look, you know why I think the Punisher doesn't curse too much? Literally posted all over Navy boot camp. So it's got to be another fucking
in Marines, yeah.
Too. There's posters that says profanity is not leadership.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But they also say that people that curse have a higher IQ. So
yeah, and that in Navy boot camp, we got sailors invented fucking cursing.
Yeah, there's a saying you curse like a sailor.
You curse like a sailor.
The two things that sailors invented: cursing and condoms.
What is the phrase? Liberty lasts a weekend, chlamydia lasts a lifetime, or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think so.
It's something like it's something to that effect.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean it would make sense. He seems like an old school guy, but yeah, it's always. I think that you got to do the same thing with anybody that, except for Ben Affleck, anybody that played a different. Listen, unless I'm watching the director's cut of Daredevil, fuck that movie.
Oh
yeah,
because first of all, they were never in Hell's Kitchen.
Nope.
Nah.
have the decency to film the movie where you're supposed to be.
They were in Hell's
Fantastic
Kitchen.
Four. Take away Chris Evans, which is a perfect Johnny Storm. You tell me I know when I see Toronto, when I see New York. Don't fucking lie to me.
Yeah, like the Hulk.
The Baxter Building. That's Toronto. Shut up, man. I
Like
know
the
every
Hulk.
downtown. Don't lie to me.
I've never seen that building the Hulk fought Abomination on top of in Harlem.
Harlem. I was looking at this and I was like, there is no way that's what that's supposed to be in Harlem. Where the Apollo Theater's at? I was like, that can't be.
Yeah.
Tell me you're on a side street where I've never been in Harlem.
You unlock the level of Harlem once you
Word. It's the game.
It's bonus area. We've never seen it.
But
ever.
remember in Spider-Man 2, they made a whole new train line because apparently New York didn't have enough train lines.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
what fucking train is that?
It
just ends. By the way,
just
the shit
ends.
just ends on no stop.
Yep.
It doesn't go into a train yard. It just ends. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
And you would think like that would be the one that goes over the water, like in the Jersey or some shit where you could. Nope.
No, it just stops.
Yeah. It's
Nobody
like,
can get
yo,
off that stop. Nothing happens. I'm like, yo, why?
yeah, we needed you to fucking stop a train, and this is the only one we got.
By the way, elevated, but not elevated enough over the buildings of Midtown, right through the middle of Midtown.
Yeah.
Like niggas don't have to work. Yo, what is that a fucking train? I ain't signing up for this shit. It's like living on the 2 line. You know that one section of the 2 where literally it's like an inch from the building?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yep.
Yo, my man, I
Yep.
remember the first time I rode that to a basketball game. I was on some. Why are we so close? And how did yo, what's the rent in there? $10? It can't be that much. Yo, literally, like we just leans towards the building. It's like this much space.
Yeah.
If they stop it there, I can reach in and grab the kitchen food.
I've never seen anybody in that apartment, but I've never seen the windows closed or the blinds closed. The windows always open in that apartment. And I never see anybody walking around in there.
And that's the sad part is that we all know this, and this is the parts of New York that you don't take advantage of. Do you know how ridiculous that's a comic book?
Yeah.
That's a movie. But it's a real place, and that's exactly how it is. You literally go, yo, well, why have they scraped this building before? Like if I open up the conductor thing, I can go into the apartment and I'm worried about falling down. I can literally drop over onto, and I'm in the building.
If they ever do construction in that part of the 2 line, they could just,
yeah.
Hello, can I use your bathroom?
Yeah. Just like, excuse me, you're basically, how do you live here? Before I get anywhere else, how have you lived here for this long? Like $5, man. And now I have noise cancellation. Yeah, but before though, you had to be losing your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Train is literally you look out that window, it's like I just see train and tracks.
It's an earthquake every fucking 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, now if that was the A train, they wouldn't have a problem.
No.
That shit comes once every fucking hour.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. The shit I take coming home is bullshit in the D2. Fuck that train. The train I hate the most is a 6.
Yes.
6 and suck all levels of. Fuck that train.
Yes.
It's like every dirtbag and piece of shit rides that train often. And for some reason, between 3 and 6, they decide that everybody that doesn't bathe gets on that same train. Apparently, not bathing and deodorant is illegal on that train.
And they get packed like a can of sardines.
I remember once I got on there and I was like, yo, there is no way all of you people do not know what deodorant is. There's a deodorant behind your head, bro. Are you kidding me right now, man? I have shit in my bag. I will give it out to anybody. Fucking most, I swear to God, bro.
Yeah, and the best part is it'll be packed, and then you get at the stops, the bus stop, and motherfuckers still be like, I gotta go home, and they try to push in. It's like, yo, bro, 3 people fell off the fucking train.
Yeah,
where are you standing?
Man, first of all, I want to understand that nobody understands the logic of taking off their book bag. I get that.
Oh yeah,
I get the floor disgusting. No, I'll be the first one to tell you. But holy fuck balls, I can fit one more person in here that can just rub their penis on my thigh for a little bit longer. Fuck it. I got the titty on my shoulder and I got penis on my thigh. I'm like, This is my commute to work.
Yep. And then you got somebody face to face. You just like, so how's life?
My favorite thing is when the guy all the way in the middle that knows he has to get off the next stop makes no effort, but right before that stop, he has to charge through.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, 3 stops ago, you knew you had to get off. Why didn't you start then?
Yeah.
Piece of shit. How long have you lived in the city? Plan ahead, bro. I'm sorry, you were saying, Cap?
I was just gonna say, in some places people pay extra for that.
Yeah, for that kind. For the,
yo, video on the show.
Listen, hey man, it's like they said in dodgeball, you got to pay double for that kind of action, Cotton.
Yeah,
absolutely. Shit,
word.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm saying is this is a city that you need an extra train line for. Spider-Man 2. We literally just described to you the shit show that is the city. It's a comic book itself. You need to make more trains line. We have enough.
Yeah, and there was never traffic in any one of these Spider-Man movies.
There's never in any of these movies that are based in New York.
The only time there's traffic is the ones that the superheroes made.
Yes. Yes.
The Lizard made traffic. Spider-Man made traffic. For some goddamn reason, it's always flowing. This is bullshit.
I got a suggestion here. I got a suggestion. This one's for Cabs. You know how Cabs always says that just give him 2 people talking?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a fucking Marvel movie of 2 or 3 people in the car talking, and they're stuck in traffic because 3 blocks away, the Rhino and Shocker are fighting Spider-Man. And they're like, God damn, they're hearing it on the news and they're sitting in the car like this. I gotta fucking get home. Yep. This shit is bullshit.
I'm with that. That's why I wish they would have done that Damage Control TV show they wanted to do. It was supposed to come off a spin-off of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, you know, like somebody destroys a city and in the comics they have that crew that cleans it up. That shit would have been perfect. It made perfect sense. But it said they turned it into part of the Spider-Man thing. That's what they did. But I was like, that would have been perfect. But I'm with you. The whole thing's 3 dudes on some, oh, we're going to be late. What is it? Spider-Man and fucking Shocker again. 3rd time this fucking week. How does he get parole so quickly?
Yo,
unplug him.
Right there, you could play a clip of J. Jonah Jameson like, and the mayor let him go again.
Yo, Zaquan's right though. Like shit, another Megazord. I just got.
Yeah, I'm with you,
motherfucker.
First of all, who's repairing those buildings?
Word.
Who's repairing those buildings? And how come nobody will hold the Pirates accountable? Thanks for saving us. I can't go to work for you.
Where are the Marines? Are we?
My co-workers are dead, by the way. Because remember, they would do it right after school. People are still working. There was people in there. And so no collateral damage in this around here. Nothing. Doing that. Okay, just making sure.
Yo, I don't know if California in real life has the rule, but there's some places in the rule where like if you're in school and a close friend of yours really passes away or something like that, they either give you a flat out like passing grade or they make shit a little bit easier for you so you don't have to deal with shit during a hard time. Everybody in Angel Grove must have been fucking ace in high school.
Yo,
every day you can come in like, yo, Johnny got his ass handed to him by some fucking Play-Doh monster.
That's why the fucking Power Rangers can fight every day and never have to go to class.
Ever notice that they rock the same colors every Power Ranger?
Yeah.
Like, how do you have so much white? Oh, you doing Santeria?
You know what's crazy?
That's a lot of white, bro. That's a lot of white. You doing Santeria? That's a lot of white.
You know what's crazy?
From green to white?
The crazy shit would be you hear on the news 6 people died in the shootout through the gang war in Hunts Point. No one died in a Megazord battle between Rita and the Power Rangers. Like, wait, what? 17 buildings in the middle of Manhattan just got fucking demolished. How did no one die? Are they fake buildings? Like, what the fuck happened?
Yo, the buildings will get destroyed just when the Zords are coming. Like, fucking the Zord is just destroying. It's like,
and they're running in the same part of the woods. Like, there ain't no fucking woods in New York.
Crazy, or does Angel Grove have both a desert, a winter wonderland, a volcano, right? I feel like Angel Grove has all of that in one. I'm like, that is impossible ecologically. That cannot happen.
Yo, it's like the Simpsons Springfield.
Yeah.
Where it's connected to where every other Springfield is. It's all connected.
Just makes it there,
yeah. And then on top of everything, let's cut the shit. The Power Rangers are bullies.
Yeah.
Because it was 5-on-1. Right? That's unfair. I mean, the one dude is like Brock Lesnar, but it's still 5-on-1.
Yeah, but the fact that they would wait for them to morph, it's like bright colors, just waiting. Like,
That's, that's like the Dragon Ball when making the spirit bomb. I'm like, shoot him in the face now. He's been doing this for 3 episodes. They're each an hour. Just shoot him in the face and we can all go. It's like in
how about
like not everybody's fucking Vegeta.
Austin Powers. He was like, yo, Dad, we can go put good guns, shoot him in the face right now. Bam. You're done. Fuck yes. No.
Yo,
you gotta
to
let
that Power Rangers point. It is a 5-on-1 battle until this guy gets too big, and then those 5 have to become 1 for a 1v1.
Absolutely. And here's another thing is, how far is the command center from Angel Grove? Do you have to go past both the volcano, the desert, and the Winter Wonderland to get to it?
Well, they get beamed in, so it's like they're just they somehow just get through it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is why Voltron would always win. They just came out of like caves. There's a lot of places that caves.
Yo, Voltron only needed to just go like this, bring out a sword, cut the motherfucker in half, and we go home.
He didn't need finger missiles. He just needed to cut a nigga in half. What the fuck are we talking about here, man? It would always kill me. Like, yo, the collateral damage in each of these shows, and nobody addresses.
That's a show we need. Is a Power Ranger collateral damage. There's fucking people like, again, in Angel Grove, 375
I have lost every sibling because of these fucking Power Rangers. I've had 3 brothers on Saving Private Ryan shit, and now I got just me.
Yo, and then you could sit there and be like, yo, was it me or did it feel like nothing happened during COVID? Like the perfect time for them to fight and fuck everything up. They're inside chilling. No, like, but when we all have to go back to work, bam, there goes fucking Serena with the clay people again.
Yo, just like Baron Zemo's motive in Civil War, we can have somebody do a real life while Rita's running around. Screw that. I'm going into them personally. And my entire family's gone, and I'm taking them out before they transform. They'll never see me coming.
Yeah, and it's easy to find them because they're dressed with the same colors as the Power Rangers, especially the white one. He went from green to white. We're not doing Santeria. I don't want
not even
wearing so much white.
Yo, and if there's one thing we know about, Four Brothers, the movie Four Brothers, they notice when you wear the same shit over and over again. Because my man with the hoodie, always with the hoodie, never a jacket, they found that motherfucker fast, boy.
I hear dude dressed from all green, went on vacation for 2 weeks, came back all white. I'm like, yo, isn't a new white Power Ranger?
It was like no nonchalant. Like at least start half. Nope, just
Tommy got rest. So Tommy comes back, and he's wearing all white now. He was wearing all green before. Hold the fuck up.
New Power Ranger, new you.
Red, blue, pink, yellow, blue. Oh, we're fucking morons. We have detectives in the city that aren't figuring this shit out. I'm looking at these guys like, I'm gonna follow this dude for a day. See how shit goes.
And it's always they're at the gym drinking smoothies, and then there's a disturbance.
And they just disappear.
Every time there's a monster out there, and you guys are leaving. Wait a minute.
They're just thinking like,
you know why that doesn't happen?
Word.
They couldn't do that. They did a smart ploy here. If you make the Asian lady the Yellow Ranger and the black dude the Black Ranger, you can't point it out because now you're just racist. You can't just walk up to Zach like, yo, you the Black Ranger, right?
You just stand there. I'm telling you, man. Tommy's the link. Went from green to white.
Word.
Bro, there's one other person that wasn't that much white. Victor's trying to be he's doing something here now. That is, I know why he's doing it. Why are you doing it, Tommy? Victor said you're down with it. Talk to me.
Yo.
Nieta?
This is for Taekwon here. How come nobody went up to Tommy and was like, so white power? White power, huh? That's what it is.
No, this is also true.
And you know, And you notice it's kind of unbelievable how Kimberly had all this time to go fucking fight Megazords and all other shit. Nobody was hitting on her. As bad as she was, nobody went up to her and tried to hit on her. You know, like here goes another smoothie for you.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know what that counts for.
Well, Tommy did, and then we got the letter in that last season. That's like just left them like that.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, in 18 years, you owe me child support.
Oh man.
I remember when they tried to do that little soap opera shit. I was like, if y'all don't destroy a city in 2 minutes, bro, I give a fuck about the so-called love story. I am here for violence. Why are they talking? More
We do not need the Power Ranger novella right now.
Ass. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Destroy a good real estate area where the Lex Luthor can develop it.
Yeah. And then we find that out. Like, that was the real reason Rita was trying to fight. It was the quick way to demolish a fucking building.
And
Insurance money.
Miles of Starbucks.
Yeah.
All over there.
And a fucking Staples that don't have shit in it but want to charge you extra, you fucking cocksuckers. Let me not start with them.
Well, due to state law.
This chair was supposed to be from Staples. I bought it. They delivered it, and I never got it. This is from Quill.
It always goes back to state law.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Rita was gentrification.
There you go. You got it. But except Rita here is called the U.S. government.
Yes.
And I'm going to say, because, you know, all right, my mic will cut out at some time. Don't worry about it. I'll be back.
We're never getting laid back on the podcast.
Yo, they're fucking, they've been hunting for us forever, man.
Them and Steve. Well, Steve has the personal thing is Gigi.
Yeah. It's funny because I believe that they're after us somehow, because the minute my tips of the day started picking up, instantly, nobody, I'm like, oh, nigga get real, a little real. Get him out of here. I'm gonna have to start talking about fucking enduring getting your ass whooped during marriages and shit.
Mm-hmm. Whatever gets views on TikTok. Just
right. Just enjoy. I'm just gonna fucking enjoy everything. You went into a fucking dino, wanted chocolate milk, and they ain't got no milk. Endure. You fucking pussy. Endure. Be a man. Putty people are fucking up your traffic. Endure, you pussy.
Right, so the writer's strike, right?
Yes. Perfect segue.
We just wrote so many episodes right now.
That's it.
Who needs the writers?
Yeah, perfect segue to our topic. All right, the writer's strike. Let's get to it, because I know we got a heated discussion. Well, I had a heated discussion with myself, and then Cap interfered with me yelling at him because, you know, make better shit. But let's get down to the nitty and the gritty of it, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what it's about. I don't watch the news. I don't give a shit when it comes to just hearing people's, like, when I hear the news. Oh, did you hear this? Nah, I don't care. And then now that it's affecting us as human people individually with good TV shows and movies, we now have to step in and get involved. And yo, if I was the supervisor, just run up in there, hey, knock that shit off. You just been supervised. And that's how we handle problems. But because you know, no one's an adult here, we got to go on strike. Now, Cap, tell us the real deal, because I know I just fucked it up.
All right, so there's a little bit of more nuance to it, but the broad major strokes are: the writers are striking because ever since the inception of the streaming platforms, their residuals for these shows have diminished, almost to the point where now it is no longer feasible to make a living off of being a writer in Hollywood from the streaming side. So that's one of the major concerns they have.
Sure.
Another one of the major concerns is now with the advent of AI, like Chat GP or whatever that shit's called. they're now wanting to guarantee that these studios are not going to just use AI to write scripts for shows, because believe it or not, AI has. I play Dungeons and Dragons. I've seen AI write fucking campaigns and sessions for D&D
Oh shit.
that would be fucking playable. Like, you wouldn't have to do much to change it in order to run the game that it came up with.
Shit.
It is written other types of stories and stuff like that, and it has actually come up with conversation, like a text thread, in which you would not be able to discern that was written by a robot.
No. See, like that I've seen conversations, I've seen like even the wrestling community, people are asking, "Oh, book this card," and it does it. Like what? Like that's scary. Shit.
Yeah, and all it takes is the right prompt. So it's also affecting the artist community, because I watch a whole bunch of like art channels on YouTube as well, and if you word it correctly, you can literally get the AI to make whatever you want.
Yeah.
And you had to do nothing, but just make sure the words were in there correctly.
Listen.
So that's the big thing with the writer strike, is they want to make sure that they can make a living wage again, and this turns into a career, and that they're not going to be replaced by AI. And so the thing is, back in the day when you had normal television, you had an order for like 26 episodes. You had the writers who would come into a writing room, and they would be paid for the entirety of the 26 episode shoot. So however, if that took 6 months, 8 months, however long that took, they would be there for the entirety. They write every episode, then they stay on in case rewrites need to happen. And now, they get paid throughout the whole thing, and the residual for if the show gets picked up for a new season, or if it goes into syndication or what have you, they get kickback. But now what's happening with the streaming is it's 6 episodes. Some studios are essentially just like, hey, give me a script. They see the script, cool. Here's your money.
That's it.
You go away. If I need a rewrite, hand it to this guy. He rewrites some shit. They film the thing. You're out. The residual is not that big. And now you're constantly looking for the next job. So it turned it from a career to like what they call the gig economy, like Uber, where you look, if you don't get the next fare, you don't make money.
Got it. Oh shit, I did not know that. Oh, that's a shit.
That's the big crux of it now. There was I was actually working in 30 Rock 2 weeks, like last week, and the big writer, what do you call it? They were doing the strike right in front of the building, because that 30 Rock is where they shoot SNL, the Tonight Show, and shit like that. And they had the big what do you call it? The picket line down there chanting and shit. So I mean, it's a big deal. It's right now it's halting production. So Thunderbolts, for what it affects with us being the comic book side, Thunderbolts is on permanent hiatus. There's another Disney Plus show which I can't remember what the fuck it's called. I gotta look it up. But there's another Disney Plus show that's also on permanent hiatus. Blade has been affected by the writer strike, and Deadpool 3 is also possibly now affected by the writer strike. And coming up on June 5th, the Actors Guild is now also going to see if they're going to join in on the strike.
And that would stop everything, right?
Yeah. If the actors go on strike, that puts Captain America 4 production on hold. That puts any TV show on hold. Everything shuts down. Because as of right now, you could still shoot so long as your script doesn't need a rewrite.
Yeah, so that's what's killing Deadpool, because then no improv. It's just whatever's there in a sense.
Yeah. But now there's a catch to it, because some of the demands are reasonable, but one that I've heard get talked about a lot is the writers want a certain amount of, you have to hire a certain number of writers for a project.
Okay.
Which on one hand, that's the most controversial one. Because on one hand, it's like, yeah, of course, you want to make sure people get hired. But on the other hand, when you got a writer director who like Denis Villeneuve, who he writes his own movies, directs his own movies, you're really gonna force him to put 8 other people on his writing staff to write the movie he wants to write?
Huh?
Yeah, it's
Like it's weird because you have that on one side, and then on the other side, you have the writers are like, "Hey, tell us you're not going to use AI," and the studios are like, "Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it."
it's a lot of reasonable stuff. It sucks because they might get a quarter of what they're asking for at this point. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And for anybody who's sitting there thinking, "What's the big deal?" Well, put it this way: when Vince McMahon was running creative in WWE, right? Everybody fucking said. So this is why the AI shit is big, right? Vince McMahon's running creative. Everybody says it sucks. Nobody likes the product. Wrestlers are unhappy. Everybody's leaving. Shit needs to change. But what happened? The WWE signed $2 billion fucking deals with Universal to stay on USA and Fox to put SmackDown on. It was the most profitable they've ever been. So that's the same shit that's happening with the writers' strike. You think that, oh, an AI fucking show writing is going to be trash. Okay, but people are still going to fucking watch because there's nothing else to watch. So you take a gamble, and I mean, shit, we all hate Thor Love and Thunder. We all fucking went and saw it still. Like, it's still one of the highest grossing movies of this last fucking phase. So when it comes to a business that its main motive is making money, it's not too much of a stretch to believe that they'll cut their nose off despite their face if it can make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the big deal with this. That's why this is so important.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know all that shit. And yeah, the AI shit. I mean, we're talking about Skynet for years. There's another version of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. The guy that came up with the whole thing literally quit his job and said it might have been the biggest mistake of my entire life. Happens in every goddamn movie. Every movie ever with an AI is like, yo, I think I may have fucked up. Good call. Good call. Good call. Good call. Good call. When it's too late, that's usually when people say shit like that. Think it may have been a mistake. Nuke's on the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I can. Funny, was it watching the show? My lady show called Yellow Jacket. It's really fucked up. It's really, really.
I can't tell me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. Good show, but really fucked up. And luckily, the season ended before that affected it, but it's going to affect the next season of it. So they're like, fuck you. And then Warrior hasn't finished, a show that I absolutely love. It's the script that should have been Kung Fu. That's what Warrior is right now. They're the one that Bruce Lee wanted to develop. That's what they're doing now. Once again, middle of production. Guess what happens? Go fuck yourself later. I'm saying me because I don't know how many people like it out there, but like 2 shows that I really like are in production, and now they stopped because of this shit.
Yeah, SNL. I mean, SNL hasn't been on. There's a whole slew of shows that are either stopping or non-production, or you pretty much got to be. The only people who are in production right now are people who 100% have the scripts already done, or people who are just doing it themselves.
Yeah. That was because I remember when I saw it and I was like, then I saw all the shows that it affected. I was like, oh man, that's 2 of those right there. Yeah, fuck you. So pissed off.
And that's the thing. It's starting off like that. It's one show here, one show there. It's before we notice, oh, there goes everything. Fuck.
That's why I'm here. I'm emotionally watching 21 Jump Street all over again. And MacGyver. Like a jackass. Okay, so clearly you've been hurt by the way it affected Heroes because you keep bringing that up. You already did it twice, but that's enough. I get it.
Word.
Oh, by the way, Lost had no direction, so it didn't affect Lost. That piece of fucking shit. Show. Fuck that shit.
Word.
Well,
Are you-
I mean,
I
called
never
Lost.
watched Lost. It was just hilarious to piggyback on people being pissed off about it.
Word.
Somehow
Are you
they had
equal?
internet on that island? Yeah, the place where I'm working at now, their Wi-Fi is terrible. Meanwhile, these niggas were sending messages back and forth, Same. It's weird.
Word. Yeah, are you guys equally upset about the robots flipping the burgers at McDonald's?
Oh yeah, there's that one McDonald's that's completely automated.
Well, if it still fucks up my order, then yes.
Hold on.
It's only gonna fuck us
McDonald's by us.
Yeah.
The McDonald's by us. These motherfuckers have been fucking up. You order a large fry, you get the large cup, and the medium fucking amount.
Oh
of
no,
fries.
get this. Yo, so here goes the question. I order a large number 1. What are you giving me?
That would be large fry, large beverage, whatever you're getting with it.
And the Big Mac, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
If I'm at McDonald's, I order a large number 1. What am I getting, Lay?
Okay, first of all, are you ordering it or is somebody else ordering it?
I'm ordering it.
So you're getting fucked over right away. I'm seeing him coming a mile away. You're getting it because it's you. Now, if Ray orders it, I'm gonna give him exactly what he needs.
And what's that?
I'm giving him the large Coke, the large fries, large everything that comes with deal that's large.
Okay, so now the McDonald's we go to, let me get a large number 1. All right, here goes your Big Mac. Here goes your large fry, and here goes your medium Coke. I ordered a large number 1. Yeah, that's the large fry. No. The meal is large. You can't give me a bigger Big Mac, so I'm expecting a Coke to be large too. You know what I'm saying? It says up there we get large Coke, large fries. I don't ever remember going, let me get a large number 1 and a large Coke. Ever in the history of niggerdom has ever someone said, make sure that my large meal has a large Coke in it too.
Yo, the robots are still gonna fuck it up though. They're gonna be like, no.
And they
It's how it's programmed.
But they argue with you too. But it says on here, see, look, I put large in there. It gives you medium Coke. I said, I don't give a fuck what that says. What I said was a large, and that means I want a large Coke and a large fucking fry.
Yo, I shit you guys not. The other day,
large.
I think it was over the weekend.
Coke.
Yeah.
Press the button, large. Yeah.
It's literally one button that says large Coke.
Yep. There you go.
I'm sorry, you were saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Over the weekend, I shit you not. So had his large drink. He went into the kitchen, got his can, poured his can into the cup. That was the same as the large
That
fucking
much
drink.
left in the cup.
Yeah, I remember somebody did that once. They took the medium, poured into the large, and it was the exact same amount without ice. That's the thing, without ice, because they go, yo, no ice. I don't think you heard me. I said no ice. Yeah, ice. Get away from me. I'll do my goddamn self.
No,
Hop over. I got this.
you
I've
said
seen you do it for years.
you
Look,
said
I'm working
no
on myself.
ice. They heard noise.
Yeah.
Let me get a large Coke. Noise. I got you, brother. I got you, player.
I remember I went to Wendy's. I said, all right, can I get a 10-piece of nuggets, right? 10-piece order nuggets. Spicy? I don't want it spicy. Spicy. Okay. Is he here? It's Saturday, right? You guys train guys on Saturdays, don't you? Right? This is how much I know this. I don't want it. I don't want it spicy. Lady, listen, I don't want it. Can you translate to the guy that was speaking perfect good English to me? I don't want it spicy. All right. Not spicy, right? Spicy. See this glass? Dude, don't do this to me, bro. And you know what? I'm just gonna go to the machine. Got it right on the machine. But for some reason, this rookie didn't understand not spicy. He kept saying spicy. I was like, all right, we're doing this today, tonight. I said, you know what? I don't want to go to jail over spicy nuggets. Let's walk away.
Yeah, and I hate when we be like, yo, let me get a large Coke. We don't have no soda. I just pull off. That's it. You fucked up the whole. I'm out. I'll go to another fucking.
It's not your frosty machine, bro. I know that never works. The ice cream machine is done. This is Coke.
Yo, there's 2 McDonald's by us. There's one that we go to at a convenience, and then there's one I go to specifically because they have ice cream. And after the wrestling events, I go there because my throat is killing me with screaming all the time. I'm tired. I was like, yo, let me get a fucking ice cream. Let me get a vanilla ice cream. My man gives me the cone and that much fucking ice cream. I say, yo, I appreciate this shit, but it's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What am I gonna do with a gallon of fucking ice cream? Give me a gallon of Coke. Why you give me so much? You do know I have a meal with this shit. I didn't just come here for ice cream. I said, let me get the number 1 and a fucking ice cream, a vanilla ice cream.
That's the way they make up for the lack of Coke.
Yep, it's like, here you go.
Balance it out.
But what you gotta do is get a cup, so that way you have a milkshake by the end of it. It's like,
there it is. Yo, listen, the way I see it is at the end of the day, you got ice cream and a milkshake and your meal. That's
but you still complaining, so goddamn.
But I gotta drive. I'm driving.
It's a milkshake.
How crazy is this? You at a red light and you look across the way at somebody with a fucking ice cream this big. He's trying to fucking chew on ice cream. Fucking ice cream. Before the fucking shit turns green, so that way he can fucking drive. It's like, yo, what the fuck? I got 3 facts. 1, I gotta make sure this shit don't fall on me. 2, I gotta make sure this shit don't melt. And 3, I gotta make sure I finish it before I get home. Because how the fuck am I gonna take my drink, my food, and everything into my house? I gotta unlock the door. I don't have a fucking face scanner at home. This shit just don't open for me. I gotta do it myself. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wait till at 4. You gotta wait for the fucking Power Rangers.
I gotta wait for Lord Zed to fucking.
Power Rangers just passing by while you're
fucking Jesus. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's just a little bit, bro. Like let's
meet in the middle.
Yeah. Put it in the cup for me.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. I really do. I really appreciate enthusiasm, but it's it. Now's not the time. Yo, don't be enthused at 3 in the morning. Yo, there's nothing more annoying.
Yo, yeah, like
you're just like, yo, you hyped? If you don't shut the fucks up, I swear to God, I know where to bury you.
Give me
the fuck down. It's 3 in the morning.
Give me a regular cone and put the rest of the ice cream in a medium cup, and we'll be fine.
No, it's not gonna fit in the medium cup. It's gonna fit in the large.
Yeah, put it somewhere.
That's the cup that you don't get your large Coke in.
Yes.
Yo,
yeah, I get the small.
What you want. You're gonna get the regular cone, and then the rest of your shit in a fucking Big Mac little plastic fucking cardboard box.
Container.
Oh, yo, I ordered the shit on the app once, and I said, "Let me get a fish sandwich." I fucked up. I thought I ordered 2 large fries, but I didn't. So let me get a fish sandwich, Big Mac 20-piece. The 20-piece on the app comes with 2 small fries, and then I ordered a large fry for Cap and then my soda. And I'm looking. He hands me the bag, and I look in the bag. I was like, "I'm missing a thing of fries in a fish sandwich." And my man looks at the screen. He looks in the bag. He looks at the screen. He looks in the bag. I look in the bag, and I go, "It didn't change. I'm still I don't know what to say."
He's been there before. He's like, "Yeah, don't show up. Hold on."
Like,
I'm beaming in. Hold on, give it a second.
My grandfather was a magician. I know all the tricks, bro. Like, what's going on here? So he turns around and he looks at somebody making the sandwiches. He goes, "Oh," he picks up and he hands it to me. And I'm like, "I'll put it in this full ass bag. Don't worry about it. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm gonna put this fish sandwich in my pocket." Fuck me, right? And I was like, "Yo, what happened to the other fry?" And he looks at the screen, he looks at the bag. I look at the receipt. I said, "Hold on, wait. No, I fucked up, bro. I don't want to fuck up your brain. I have to pick up the shit and I leave." I'm like, "What the fuck? What? Like, why do you keep fucking around? Like, are you trying to match the bag with the picture of the bag you put on the screen? Like, no, this one got the M on it. This one's brown. This one got the shit on the top. I put fries in this. I don't understand why does he asking questions? I put things in the bag, and you're supposed to take it and leave. I don't know how to answer your question, sir. Can I get a manager here, please? What's the problem?" He asked a question. What was the question? I don't know. I'm just looking at the screen because I wasn't trained for this.
Should I tell him the ice cream machine's broken?
Yeah.
That's like Desperado. Thick glass, thick glass, thick glass, thick glass, thick glass.
Yeah.
You're trying to correlate it. You still can't get the fact that you're gonna miss.
Words like we,
Like you're gonna miss the whole thing.
we don't have ice cream, sir. That's fine. I want my fucking fries. Get someone who not only speaks English but can read that fucking screen.
Nah, Taekwondo, I'll never do that.
Yo,
That's
word.
fucking extra 25 cents, motherfucker.
So let's bring this back around here.
So
See what you did, Kurt?
how Toe feels about that is about the writers feel about the residuals.
Yeah. So you said you had some questions and shit.
Well, you answered most of them and all that, but the thing is, how long are they planning on strike for? Like, could we possibly see a few years of no more shows?
No. Well, yes and no. Because knowing the fact that I don't think that this strike is going to go on for a few years. The strike only is going to go on a few months at most. Because that's just the nature of how Hollywood works. Yes, and the fact that this has maybe either pushed back things or delayed things enough that certain shit that was supposed to come out before may not come out now, maybe put like the Thunderbolts movie. It's indefinitely delayed. So that might be pushed back. We might wait a couple more years before that one comes out. Blade is affected. So yes, kind of, no, kind of.
Yeah, we'll definitely see the
Hard.
effects for it for a while. But the actual strike itself, I don't see lasting that long either.
Now,
Yeah, somebody.
it all depends. It all depends on what happens with that actor's
Yeah.
guild.
Yeah, that's
Because
gonna
if
make
the
it more
actors-
challenging because that's when it's like, oh,
But I honestly believe if the actors go on strike, this shit gets handled quickly.
Mm.
Because if you say you can't write it, cool, we'll just take whatever we have
yeah.
already. But if nobody can act in it, now you don't have a show.
Yeah.
That's really gonna get
You can AI
the
that kind of
producers
shit
and
right
the
there. Not yet.
studio.
Yeah, you can't
Word.
just AI create a show. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, well then.
So if the actors go on strike, are they just doing it in support of the writers, or are they asking for more shit too?
From what I've read, it is primarily to support the writers.
Yeah.
I don't think they have like a necessary grief or beef to
Grievance.
uphold. It will be to support the writers.
Okay.
Yeah, remember a
It's
lot
the
of these people,
solidarity act of it all. It's just like, oh, we're
I'm
stand by them.
all for it, man. If you can't do what I do or what I did and work a job to the bone for nothing just because it's what you do.
So now,
you gotta get some kind of kickback. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Right.
So all right. So I got two questions. One of them is gonna be on the shoulders of Kurt's question here, but his statement. But the other one is what projects are in danger? Like, let's say if this goes until December, what projects for comic books are they gonna go? Well, there's no way we can make up for this, so we're just gonna have to scrap. Like, let's say Blade or Eternals 2 or Quantum Mania.
Well, so like I said, the Thunderbolts. That's the Thunderbolts, and I forget what the fuck Disney Plus show it is. But there's a
Daredevil. I know
Disney-
there's a Daredevil.
No, it's not Daredevil. But it's another Marvel Disney Plus
Echo.
show that is, huh?
Echo?
Echo, I think, is all right. I think they're already filmed most of Echo. But there's another Disney Plus show that is also put on indefinite hiatus. Those are the only two that had the indefinite hiatus tag put on it.
No, it's not Agatha. That's already done. Is it Agatha? No, it's not. Is it Vision? Vision Quest?
I gotta check again because I read it quickly because I didn't have time to with work and all that. I had time enough to get the major bullet points.
Yeah.
And I know the Thunderbolts one was Like that's the
Indiana
biggest...
Jones series is apparently.
Only thing I'm finding is Daredevil was suspended.
Oh, was it Daredevil?
Yeah, saying Daredevil's filming was suspended due to this.
Because I know Vision Quest and Wonder Man.
Wonder Man. There you go. Yeah, Wonder Man was put on.
Yeah,
was tagged with indefinite hiatus.
Yeah, there you go. Funny because
so
the only reason
Wonder Man and Thunderbolt.
I saw a picture of Wonder Man because honestly don't give a shit about the show. Is they do to the two Wonder Man fans out there? Who cares? But yeah, you're right, Cap. Yeah,
you don't know. It could be good. But
yeah, I've read Vision Quest, the Vision show, the white and Wonder Man. See the irony there that there's a white Vision and then now Wonder Man is going to be black. Nobody sees the irony there. Yep. Nobody. Okay, cool. It's me. I thought it was just me. You know what I'm saying? I remember the four people that are fans of Wonder Man were really upset about black man playing him. I go, be happy somebody's playing him.
Yo, but all right. There's two different versions of Wonder Man, and one of them is just a purple fucking humanoid shape of energy. If they go with that version, who gives a shit what he looked like before he turned into a purple fucking Barney the dinosaur?
My thing, as long as the actor's good, which it is, the actor is good. Is the gentleman that played Candyman. I can never pronounce his name.
Yahya Madul.
That's him.
Something hot.
Yahya's close enough. You said it. Him. It's a good actor.
Yeah, so it's gonna be great. Yeah,
he's a good actor. What the fuck? What do you care? He's gonna do justice to the role because guess what? He can act. Just shut up and enjoy it. You want to get on your racial shit? Don't watch the show.
Yahya Abdul Mateen.
There you go.
The second.
Muhammad.
There we go. What?
That
was racist.
I mean, shit. Yo, how many of them are Muhammad? Everybody is a Muhammad in the middle section somewhere. It's like silent.
Yeah, nothing to do with me. I don't know what he's talking about.
I have no idea what he's talking about. But as we were, they should have done a series on Voodoo Man. If you're gonna do the mystic art thing, and he fits in New Orleans, which who doesn't love New Orleans? That would have made sense. Because you have Doctor Strange, and he was one point the Sorcerer Supreme, and you just bring another, and people are gonna say, "Oh, Voodoo Man." Yo, listen, that's literally the character's name. I don't know how you're gonna change it. Brother Voodoo, that's another. Feel better?
Yes.
But it's a great comic. If you read his comic books, it's a great story. Okay.
What was your other question, though?
Now, if they start doing AI writing scripts, will the actors boycott the scripts that the AI writing?
Yes.
I feel like, it's just going to lead to this. It's going to lead to the guild just being like, yeah, we're not doing that. Because they're going to want to support actual writers. They're going to want to support, no, this is the way it's been. Like,
yeah, you can't give constructive feedback to an AI, like to a writer. You can't, like, listen, I feel like this doesn't fit me, or the character that I'm just going to fit that, Like, imagine, I don't know, I don't know the actors nowadays. Imagine, I really don't know anybody now. It's not action-wise. All right, imagine Keanu Reeves telling somebody, an AI, John Wick wouldn't say that. I spit the same shit out again. He's like, well, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been playing this character for 4 fucking movies. I know what he's going to say.
Yeah. And the AI is not going to write emotion either. It's just going to be like, there you go. It's here. It's like,
it's going to be very.
It's just going to be, this is it. It's a.
Unless you write all Terminator movies, it's not happening.
Yeah. This is a far off pie in the sky scenario, but you get an AI script. The actors don't want to do it. So the studio just turns around and goes, okay, we're not going to pay you if you're not going to come in. Turn around. Who wants to be an actor? Somebody's going to do it.
Yeah. See, but that same token, I feel like they'll end up doing that with writers then.
It's going to be like,
just find cheap writers. Just be like, okay, who wants to take less of this, less of this, less of this?
But Yeah, but see
That's
now
how you wind up in
all
those
that,
reality shows.
Yeah.
but that is why they moved to AI writing, because doing that, well, let's pay him less. You get less output. It's not a winning strategy long run.
Yeah.
So
But if you're gonna push the AI shit and only keep with that, and then you get actors who are not high level, so you don't have to pay them either. Well, fuck it. You make a show for $10, it makes, or a movie for $10, it makes $20. You doubled your money.
so
Who gives a
so
shit? Because
so
hold
good.
on, before, as we discussed on what I think last week's podcast, you have people like Show who are still, or Toe, who's gonna still show up to the movie theater and just demand better, and you got other people like me who are just gonna walk away. But I don't think there's enough people like me who are just gonna walk away.
Yeah, we're still gonna want to see it through. Like it's one of those where it's like it's the car crash. You know it's gonna be ugly, but you're like, I can't.
Yep.
You still want to see it through just to see
Yo,
the
picture
stupidity
this.
of it.
She-Hulk, what do you call it? She-Hulk, everybody says they, what do you call it, that it was bad. It still has one of the highest fucking view counts
Yeah.
because people tuned in to hate watch it. All right, so you were saying?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say. So what's So what's the solution for the writers instead of for like the companies paying them more? Because like I could think of either you have like a union or you start developing your own writing companies in which like Disney would, like, let's say you have a company that has a bunch of writers on the payroll and we're gonna call them fucking Tisliff. Disney would interact with Tisliff and be like, yo, listen, we want to hire some of your writers to write Daredevil TV show. And then Tisliff would be like, okay, here you go, write the show, go out there and then you do your thing, you be on whatever, and then you come back and it'll be like you're dealing with a company-based company instead of for an independent freelancer where let's say you can fuck over an independent freelancer. You can't really fuck over a company because now we have a contract that you go, okay, we're going into business. We're gonna write your TV show. This is the contract. This is the stuff that you can and cannot do. Like you could take our script and you can have our writers rewrite parts that you want, but you can't give it to someone else to rewrite it.
Two things on that. One, writers already have a union. That's why they're striking.
Yeah.
Two, you just introduced the Sokovia Accords. Because you're going to have some writers who were like, well, fuck it. We could do that idea. But then you're going to have the other guys who are like, well, what if I want to write my own shit?
No, but so
Who
the
gets
thing
to
is,
tell me,
so the thing is, like let's say this company, because that's one aspect of it. Like let's say this company, we're hiring writers. So now we have writers that are writing TV shows the same way that they would, and then they'll pitch it to the companies. But instead of for them pitching it, it'll be like, yo, I have a TV show for a cartoon monkey that befriends a giraffe and they travel the world together. And they go, okay, Nickelodeon, we have this thing. Here goes some mock-ups because not only do we have writers, we have artists and voice actors on our team. Here goes some mock-ups of what we can do. Boom, Disney or Nickelodeon, you want it? No, this is the thing, and blah, blah, blah.
all right. In theory, that sounds plausible. But in practice, it's not going to work that way. They're going to bury ideas that they don't want to fucking do. Or there's not going to be an avenue for me to turn around and write my own story, push it out there. If I can't get it public, or if I can't get it made, shoot it myself, put it out on a platform. That avenue of writing independence is going to be whittled away. And the only reason I say that is because we see every other fucking thing go like that. The reason why Emily Blunt is not Black Widow is because she was contractually obligated to do the fucking Gulliver's Travel movie. Because she worked with an agency, she signed a deal that had a certain amount of pictures and blah, blah, blah. So we have proof already that it sounds nice, but it's not going to work the way intended because you still have greedy motherfuckers who are now going to.
And that's where that issue comes into. It's all the greed of it all, and that's where we're here. We're at this point where a strike needs to happen. We're at a point where in theory, there should have been an easy fix. Like, you know what? Yeah, you're making us a bunch of money. Why not? Let's throw you an extra bone, or why not make a bigger chunk out of the streaming services? But
So here's the problem. Everybody assumes that what do you call it? The big streaming companies, Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon, Apple TV, all that shit, are making money. The reality is they're all losing money. Not a single one of them have turned a profit since they've started.
yeah,
Because they cannot, for the way they're working, they cannot turn a profit. Because they have to pump out so much content to bring in so many new people. Like, they already have us. So our $10 a month is nothing.
yeah,
They don't need our $10 a month. They need new people coming in and dumping more money in. And once they get them, they need more new people coming in. And what do? You make you spend $200 million to get a show. All right. But what happens with that show? People come in, they do a free subscription, watch the whole thing, cancel it, or they use their buddy's password, or the show's not that good, so it didn't bring in people that they wanted. You spent $200 million, you didn't make anything back. Now where's the money gonna come from for the next show? Where's the money gonna come from for the next thing they want to do? But you don't put any new content, you don't get any new. It's a weird vicious cycle that this streaming shit fucking started, and I don't think it was unintentionally the intention. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It was supposed to make it easier, but it became it was almost that self-sufficient that became too just demanding at a point. It's like, yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah, there's another thing where there's no anticipation for things anymore. Everybody wants to watch one thing and knock it out.
Yeah.
And watch another thing. And that's where you're talking about. You have to keep making something. Like I can sit
They got
watch a whole season.
They got laid. They were like, nah. He explained it too well. He's done.
The episode of week is perfect. I love the episode of week. Nowadays, because I'm like, yo, I can anticipate what's gonna happen in the next one. Like we're watching Minds. They gave us 2 episodes. I go, I felt like that was too much, but I gotta wait next week to watch this week to watch the next one.
Shit, that reminds me. I didn't watch that. Fuck, I gotta watch mine.
There you go. Got you. That's the thing is, I stopped doing that. Like right now, I'm watching the show. My lady right now, never seen the show. When I get home, I watch it with her. I haven't watched the whole thing. I'm watching as much as I can watch within the time we're together before we go to bed.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying that. I've never seen the show, so it makes sense. But I'm not like, yo, I'm gonna stay up till the ass crack of dawn and finish it. I go, you know what? I appreciate the slow burn.
Yeah.
Take your time.
See, but that's exactly why, because there are people that will burn it. This is why that MCU model works, because it's like, okay, boom, here's something else to feed that while we're still doing the next one, or boom. It's like it creates this issue that's like, yeah, they're making all these properties, but none of it's making money now.
Well, the problem is with all these streaming services, it turned right back into cable.
Yeah.
So in order for you to sustain the streaming services, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and now Disney's bundled with Hulu and ESPN, that's $87 a month for Hulu Live TV, ESPN, and Disney Plus. Bro, for fucking $80 a month, you get 300 fucking channels, HBO Max, and some other shit on cable. How many people are going, yo, I might as well just fucking watch the shit on cable, and then I can use my code, my cable shit in email to watch CBS at work and all this other stuff. Nobody's worrying about a fucking password. They got all the movies on that shit. And then we got the Roku. We watch the illegal shit on the Roku. Because not for nothing, the only apps that you actually need to have that shouldn't be with cable would be Netflix and Hulu. Or like, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you have Disney, which will be an add-on to like Optimum TV or Verizon, and people were like, well, all right, I'll add that on to my Verizon bill because it's only $10 a month. And then I could use my Verizon cable and I watch the Disney Plus app and all the other shit. how much more money are you gonna generate for the cable company, and then they could cut you a bill with all the commercials that they get, no other shit, and then you can run the Disney ads on that, and there's plus with ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, yo, I would not have HBO Max if it did not come with the cable shit that we got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's too many fucking streaming services. You want internet, that's what, $80, $90 a month. Then you want Hulu, which gives you the TV, so you don't have to pay your cable, which is another $80 a month. And then what? Disney, fucking HBO Max.
Dude, there goes the cable bill right there.
Yeah, it's like you're getting fucked either way. And people are like, well, why the fuck am I going to spend $10 a month on one TV show I want to watch? Like, I was debating on getting Apple TV for the one TV show that had Tom Hanks in it. I said, you know, fuck it. It's not worth it. I'm not going to pay that much money for a TV show.
And the thing is, there are people that will.
Yeah.
That's what just, it accumulates.
But see, now that's the thing, is Apple and Amazon, they're outliers because their company, the losses occurred by those two platforms for their companies is nothing. That's if like we lost $2 in the fucking dryer.
No.
That it don't mean nothing to them. But for the other ones, the fact that you're like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna pay to watch this one show, that's what makes it hard for Disney to turn around and go and pay its writers and pay for special effects and pay for good actors, because where's that money coming from? They can't just keep losing money on this shit. So the thing that happens is you either get less quality shit or you just don't get it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russian link. No, yeah, bootleg killed their whole business. You know. So and then what? The writers are saying they want a livable wage based off of. So basically, they just want to be able to stay on the project for as long as the project lives.
No, so it's not that. It's when back old Hollywood days, circa the 2000s and earlier.
Before you fucking millennials took over.
Well, Gen Z, because technically we're all millennials here. Back in the olden times, when you were a Hollywood writer, you could make a living. You got on a TV show, you made your living off that TV show, it went into syndication, you received your, royalties from it, you still made a decent living. You can live on 1 to 2 good hit TV shows that had them. 100 episodes makes it the syndication. So if you had 2 TV shows that went to 100 episodes, you can live well if you were a writer. Today, everything's 6 to 10 episodes. Nothing goes into syndication. Once the Netflix puts it on there, the residual for anybody who rewatches it is lower. So you don't get paid well. You don't get a living wage. And you constantly have to find, like I said, you constantly have to go, what's the next TV show I'm writing? What's the next TV show I'm working on? What's the next project? What's the next project?
Yeah, there's no comfortability there. It's just, it's the gig lifestyle, which it sucks because it became, it's not a passion anymore. Now it's just like, I have to keep doing this in order to be somewhat livable here.
Yeah, and the thing is also with like TV ratings, Nielsen got the TV ratings. They've reported how many people watched what show and blah, blah, blah. The streaming services do not have to report their views.
Yeah.
So Netflix has literally canceled good shows that people love and people watch on a fucking whim.
Yep.
Seemingly. Maybe there's something behind the scenes that we're not privy to.
Yeah.
But they just canceled these fucking shows. So now you're a writer and you're like, yo, this show's hot. I'm hearing all the buzz. Everybody's loving it.
And then
I can't wait to work on the next season. And then Netflix looks at you and goes, there's no next season. Get the fuck out of here. But now what do you do?
Yeah.
And you can't take the show anywhere else.
Yeah,
because they have the rights and all that. Yeah.
that's a fucked up situation right there.
And what we were talking about 2 weeks ago, I believe, or last week, specifically with like the Marvel shit, you have your script, you hand it in, and then they tell you, well, shit, we had to switch things around, so this story plot doesn't make sense anymore. Come up with a new one that ties this shit in, because this is going first. Okay, so you do that, and then 2 months later, oh shit, we got to do rewrites because somebody else came up with something better, and we got to add some shit in. Okay, well, let me try to rewrite, and in the middle of you rewriting shit, oh shit, here's another fucking change.
But see, this is why they need human writers, because the AI is not going to be like, oh yeah, they're just going to reiterate the same type of shit. Those tweaks have to be man-made. It can't just be oh yeah, let's fix the coding. So then here, it's like, no, that's not what we wanted. This is what's going to give you.
Great. Huh?
Like,
yeah, to get the AI, it's funny right now, to get the AI to do exactly what you want it to do, your prompt you basically have to be so pitch perfect on what you tell it to generate. Because if you just turn around and be like, hey, write me a show with 4 guys who talk to a computer screen on a podcast, it'll write you something. But you're going to have to give it a little more prompts if you want exactly what you want.
yeah.
But at that point, why not just write the fucking show?
Yep.
Yeah.
But the
You're going to have
disconnect
to get
is
that specific in order
Yeah.
to make sure it works.
the disconnect is the studios, and again, I don't know this for a fact. This is what I'm gleaming off the situation.
Yeah.
The studios are really close to just going, well, fuck it. If this thing can write me anything that's just decent, we film it, people are gonna fucking watch it. If there's no choice in what to watch, we win.
Is it sad that that's possibly what's going to end up happening one day anyway? Even again, it's not. I'm not saying it's going to be the near future, but it could be a possibility one day. We're just going to have fucking.
Well, I mean,
Here we go. It's AI.
We already. Well, I don't know about the AI shit, but I brought up the Vince McMahon run WWE for the last few years before Triple H took over. Like I said, it was the most profitable it's ever been. And people, you say what you want about it, but it still made money. People still watched every week. So,
I mean, I see how this makes sense. I was thinking the whole time. I was like, specifically not like I was thinking specifically. I mean, once the actors join in, then what? You know what I'm saying? What do you do as a Hollywood or a streaming studio or anything like that? What do you really do? Because everybody has you by the nuts at that point. Writers is one thing. Actors, like we said it before, you're going to stand there and go, right, I got nobody to write it. Could have worked around that.
Yeah.
Now, nobody to be on screen.
yo,
Yeah, but then
just wait until the trifecta. If the fucking VR art, the CGI artists, the virtual artists, if they turn around and go, fuck this shit too, now you're really fucked.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But what happens when the big companies start blackballing you, like the whole shit with Batista and James Gunn when they went through that shit the last time, and everybody was like, well, now Batista couldn't hit Thanos because he said that he backed James Gunn or whatever because back in 1979 when James Gunn was 6, he stepped on an ant and he needs to be punished for it now.
So blackballing only works when the public is unaware of it. You can't blackball the right. We all know the writer strike is happening and why they're striking. If you blackball writers now,
I'm talking about the actors that
no one. Well, the actors have their own union. Again, once the actors go with their union, you can't blackball them either. Because once we figure out it's against the fucking union rules. But if they even try to, you don't think that we're gonna turn around? We boycott for every fucking little thing now. You don't
Especially
think we'll turn
after
around
something
and
like
if
this.
Henry Cavill is all of a sudden, if Henry Cavill's not allowed to act in anything now because he's set up to talk, to help the writers who kicked him off his own fucking show,
Yeah.
like that's it. It's fucking scorched earth now.
True.
I'm surprised the CGI people didn't go on strike first. With the whole you're over demanding and under delivering shit.
I'm not 100% sure that there's a union for them yet.
Yeah, that might be what stops it if there isn't anything at least even near being set up for them.
Yeah, because if there's no union, then it'd very well be like, well, shit. If you don't want to fucking do the thing, I'll do it. Because look what happened with the Mandalorian with Luke Skywalker. They had their in-house CGI workers or the virtual artists put Luke's face on whatever actor that was, and then some random dude at home was like, "Well, look what the fuck I did." And what did Disney do? They hired him for the Luke in the Book of Boba Fett, and that shit was 10 times better in the Book of Boba Fett. So right now, it's easily, I hate to say replaceable, but that's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we shall see. It's going to be an interesting summer of no shows.
Which is gonna suck. But
No, maybe you can. This is time to be outside, possibly.
Keep this in mind.
what?
Keep this in mind.
A lot more podcasts would be great.
The writer's strike could affect the WWE, AEW, TNA.
Because we got people that can't pronounce Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, they wouldn't be allowed to have writers write their scripts or anybody else write their scripts. That even means the wrestlers going out and talking themselves.
Which might be better.
No, I'm saying they can't. So you'd have no promos.
Oh, the wrestlers can't even talk because it's part of the union.
Well, some of them shouldn't. So that's
Ricochet.
Yeah, maybe more wrestling.
Ronda.
Maybe more wrestling is a good thing.
We're about to get tell Juan today on Monday. He was like, he wanted his wrestling with entertainment. We're getting no entertainment now.
I was done. Somebody told me that Raw was a very long promo with 2 matches in between, sprinkled in there. 2 or 3 matches sprinkled in 3 hours, but a lot of promos. Not necessarily good ones either.
Get this. It was a rough estimation, but me and Kenny did the math. The main event was 20 minutes. We saw 7 minutes of the match. Because of commercials. Because of fucking commercials. We saw 7 minutes of the match.
If that.
Yeah.
Let me guess. They had that ugly ass title propped up so you can see it. That right there takes away 5 minutes of the match.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That look of that belt is growing on me.
It's growing on me too, like a fungus.
It has it reminds you of the big goal to just
but it's not. It's like, you know what it reminds me of? You know when you're a kid and you tell your mom I want that, and she gets you the toy that looks like it, but it's not it.
Yeah.
No.
You know, if they didn't have the big ass gray ball and the WWE Network logo in the middle of it in silver, I think it would look better. If it was gold, I think it would look better.
I would put that in a recycle bin instead of a trash bin.
Yeah.
You don't get it. Like, I saw that shit and I was like, first of all, great consolation prize for nobody being able to beat Roman Reigns. Congratulations. You're the other guy.
Yes. I was just happy they didn't give us that fucking half box, half triangle with a big ass world in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Because that would have fucking, like, you get the WWE logo, you get the WWE Network belt with a world fucking the world logo behind it, and now it's the world title. It's like, no. Wait a minute.
It's funny. It's like, with a lot of these titles, like, they literally, it's like Triple H is giving his kid crayons. He goes, make a belt for me. And then you take this concept to a belt maker. I was like, my man, first of all, it'd be like a barber. I can't make this because people are going to know I made it. I'm not going to give you this cut. Are you crazy? You're going to be like, yo, who gave you this cut? That dude. That wasn't me. Don't do that. Don't put me out there like that, bro.
Word.
I'd have been like, yo, that wasn't me. Like that first, when they made that lightweight title of WWE, I'd be like, yo, I had nothing to do with that. As the belt maker, that's bullshit. I didn't do it. Yo, there's a receipt here. Shut up, man. I will
Word.
kill you. I did not make that belt. Do not put that on me, bro. Don't ever put that on me. That's like I feel that about that.
Yeah. And then and now they gotta take like, oh, the top has a crown for Bruno Sammartino. The sides are the crests of the fucking Vince McMahon family. The bottom is a big fuck you to the rest of the world. It's like, what's next? You should have put Andre the Giant's handprint on there for this shit.
I might have respected that more.
So you got Andre the Giant's handprint, Hogan's boot, fucking Undertaker's urn. Like I don't.
Yeah, the Warrior steroid needles. You know, all the kind of cool shit they should put on there.
Yeah. You know, Bret Hart's glasses.
Yeah, that's right. Shawn Michaels' coke habit. You know, cool shit like that.
All that shit.
I'm gonna save up and buy
like
this fucking replica belt and wear it around
every Tuesday.
I mean, yo, listen, if you want to throw away $400, yo, it's your money. I'll just laugh at you, but it's your money. Like Kenny got really hyped about it. Like, oh, I'm gonna get that belt. I go, yeah, you sound like a mark. I mean, you're a Brock Boo, so it makes perfect sense. But you know who'll never rock that belt? The guy you love so much. Brock is still be on some shit away from me. Put the shit near me.
Word. I mean, yo, they could have bring back the undisputed title, which actually looked fucking good.
But I mean,
the
it's
actual
funny,
big gold.
Even though it
has
had
to go
two
to,
little stickers on the sides that I never understood, like like price tag stickers.
Yeah.
I always thought that's what it was. Like, wait, what?
I swear to God, I'm like, yo, somebody just go up to the belt and go. I never found out what that was, but I did like the way it looked.
No.
I was like, okay. And the other IC title grew on me. This one, if it wasn't on Walter, I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck about it.
No.
I wouldn't care about it. It's not a good looking belt. It's bullshit. They pretty much just took. This is the what they have this ugly ass title. That version of that.
Yeah.
They think they fixed it, but they got worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the US
they
title,
went back into Photoshop. Like
then the US title, apparently it being the US title is not enough. You got to smack a big eagle on it. That looks like it's on crack.
Yeah.
Gotta make it patriotic.
Yo, they should have made the blue part of the fucking flag blue on the belt.
Or here's the thing: less US, more belt. That's what was great about the other one. It had a little flag on it that said US. You know what gave it away? US United States Championship. It literally, yo, I know people don't like to read, but it's on the belt.
There's a flag and everything.
Nope, little flag. Red, white, and blue.
It was perfect.
United States Championship.
Just update the W. If that's all you needed. Just update the W.
Holy fuck balls. That's all you need. Why does everything have to I have to make it? It's like, remember back in the days when everything was extreme? That's what I'm talking about, by the way. The WCW one. That's what I'm talking about. Remember when everything was extreme? Everything was like neon green.
Yeah.
Right? Neon green and black. It's like extreme.
This had to have the rave color, basically.
This was exactly the fucking same.
Yep.
Like, all right, say whatever you want AEW, but the belt looks like belts. I don't give a shit what you say.
No, I did say over the weekend that AEW had the best looking
title
belts.
looks like you guys remember Lucha Underground? In order for you to
Gift of the Gods.
Or title, you had to do that thing.
Yeah, the Gift of the Gods title. Yeah.
I don't forget the name of that goddamn title. But you had to get the medallions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gift of the Gods.
Yeah, there you go. Like the WMC Masters.
Yes.
Get your belt up. I was like, you see, that title, even their title was a title.
Yeah.
This shit, I'm like, yo, are we even trying anymore at this point?
Yo, and the best part is that actually made sense that you won the medallion and you could cash it in the match to get to the belt to become number one contender for the world title instead of for who lost the most here.
Yeah. That shit was
Okay.
a glorified tournament.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like tournaments? That's more matches, more often.
Yep. With a story. Because you could defend that little medallion.
Yeah. Exactly. You could defend like, yo, you lose that medallion, that was your spot. Consider it a Money in the Bank qualifier that people care about.
Right.
There's certain matches you're like, yo, I know who's gonna win this one.
Yeah. Seriously.
It's obvious. AJ isn't losing
like,
to Chad Gable. It would be great if he did.
Yeah.
It would do nothing to AJ and it would raise, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said before, yo, if we're doing Walter and Chad, sign me up.
Yep.
Fuck Riddle. Give me some Walter and Chad.
Yo, word.
That's like an American Dragunov.
The only time
I hope you understand what I'm saying, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time I want to see Riddle on TV is when they fire him.
Exactly. Me too.
Oh man.
Me too.
Yo, that should be
funny. Never grew on me.
Yeah, that should be in the stipulation for the fucking Writers Guild or whatever the writer strike. Fire Matt Riddle and let's fucking and give him more money and let's go. I could negotiate this.
And it's
we
funny.
can make this work.
You know when this writer strike really hit hard? When they had that guy that I will never name his name again get on Captain America New World Order. You know who I'm talking about. He got on that set.
Yes.
The writer strike happened. Need I say more?
Yep.
I'm saying, like I said before,
he wears his wife's clothes.
I will not like justify him. And I said, once I said I'm done with somebody, I'm done. Of course you would be. That makes perfect sense. You smell like that. I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like Roman said, Roman had the burn of the year for me. He was like that. Yo, if I wanted to challenge a star, I'd challenge your wife.
I just wanna...
But the bigger star in the better promos are the wife.
I just want to point for the record.
You can mix the Miz promo with that who shall not be named wrestling. You have, you know what I'm saying? That character, that wrestling. I've always admitted that the Miz's promos are top tier. You know, he's great heel heat.
Yep.
But that wrestling talent, like I said, that dude in the ring, almost none better.
I just want to say for the record, that motherfucker hurt Sting, almost ended his career, killed any chance of Finn Balor being taken seriously in the WWE. I cannot and will not be a fan of his. But because I'm not as much of a wrestling fan as these three gentlemen here, I really don't care if he's in the movie.
Funny, when I saw it, I was like, okay, so we're desperate now. MCU, we're desperate.
I just love how they're all bitching that Roman Reigns has a light schedule and then the heavyweight champion of the world is in a movie that's about to start filming. No, but he's still on Raw. But what happens on days he needs to film? Like
so you have
in all honesty,
title. The US title.
Yeah, oh, okay. Sting was 5,000 years old. But you know something, though? He was 5,000 years old in a fucking Japanese kung fu movie. The motherfucker was still a master, and he still went another 20 years after that. And imagine, he could have been a WWE fucking champion, and we could have seen Sting versus Undertaker, and not that bullshit squash match between Undertaker and Cena, or the fucking who dies first match between Goldberg and Undertaker.
Okay,
let's not mention that one, please.
So his thing is that Sting was old, right? What about Finn?
Yeah, Finn was.
Right.
Finn,
you heard that? That was the pin dropping.
Yep, that was it.
Finn, for everything, no matter what you say, should have rightfully been the first, even though that title was ugly as fuck, that red one. I remember when I saw that shit in the crowd, shit on him, I was like, you can't pipe in no noise to that. The crowd was like, nope.
Yeah.
Get it out of here. Get it out of
Nick Foley couldn't even get that shit over.
It's sad because he definitely never recovered from that. It was just that's it.
Yep.
It's like,
and it's funny because he got drafted third. I remember him getting drafted third, beating everybody that he beat, including Roman. And I'm like, yo, yes, this is it. And then of course he wrestles.
Yeah.
And then he does what he does best then. And I'm like, when I see him with that sling, I was like, there was another reason not to like him.
Any other concerns with this writer strike? So you seem to be the one out of the.
It affects everything.
Yeah, I didn't know it affect everything in this fucking thing.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, it affects sports. That's why the Celtics lost.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yo, from the bottom of my heart, fuck Boston. I could care.
Yo, seriously.
I could care. And if we're getting if I'm being realistic, fuck Miami too. I could give shit less.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go Nuggets.
I mean, the Nuggets already won because they beat the Lakers. So.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, absolutely. And that's another loss for the legendary LeBron.
Yep.
Just saying.
I'm reporting the channel for Seth slander. I wish you would.
We never said a bad word about Seth.
I wish you fucking would.
The
hold on.
Two of the gentlemen mentioned the individual's name. I said nothing.
You know something?
Slander implies that we said something factually incorrect about the man.
Exactly.
Tell me what we said that was incorrect.
Yeah, everything was accurate. Though I think the part you're taking the worst is the fact that a man literally told the man the biggest star is your partner.
Yeah,
your wife, which is there's nothing not right. There's nothing not true about that.
And I want to know how come everyone takes offense to when someone puts the Carfax in on Seth, but then when they mention Nia Jax, you people have a fucking fit. She hurt everyone. Yo, Seth Rollins did me a favor and broke John Cena's nose, but he still broke John Cena's nose. Like, and he didn't even have the decency to let that like help Cena become bigger. At least when Nia Jax broke Becky Lynch's face, she became the man after that.
And once again, bigger than the spouse. Yo, my man, I'm just saying, if you find to me somewhere where any of that is a lie, because we're gonna all look back on it and see it happening live and in color.
Yep.
I'm just saying. It's just, you know what I mean? That person is the Miss Marvel of WWE. In that reality, nobody likes Miss Marvel, but they kind of put up with it. And I'm not talking about Molly Khan. I'm not talking about her clearly. You know what I mean? Captain Marvel, I mean. Correction, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, yo, sometimes you're just not the person. You're not the guy. You're not the one. You're good.
I'll tell you right now, because it's a comic book show, the way they handled her in Civil War II really did not fucking help at all.
Agreed. Yeah, they did it. Yeah, that whole comic, it listen, if people didn't like Iron Man for that, they absolutely hated her.
Yeah, the funny thing is, in the first one, there was both sides. We have to be regulated. We can't just run out here roughshod. Yeah, but we can't get regulated to the point that we can't go help people that need it. Both sides had a decent argument. And part two, it literally was like, yo, if we could stop everybody from doing a crime before it happens, let's fucking do it. And it's like, wait, how are you going to stop them before they did a crime? They didn't commit the crime then.
Absolutely.
Like, you can't stop them from shit they haven't done yet.
Yeah, somebody saw Minority Report and put it on a comic book, but I get it. Yeah, my favorite thing in the first one is the first of all is they finally catch Daredevil. They're about to put him in the prison, and he spits out like a silver coin. And he hasn't said nothing or nobody. He looks at Iron Man and he goes, Judas. So that silver coin was the same thing. And the guy called him, like, yo, you're Judas. So Captain America's Jesus? I was getting it like that, but I get where he's coming from. It's like, yo, you talk all that shit. Yeah, look what you're doing to us. You want to do stuff for freedom. Yeah, look where we're at here. You know what I'm saying? You're putting me away. Go fuck yourself. By the way, Daredevil's very good at doing that. Like his religion always finds a way to tell somebody go fuck themselves in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
Fucking lawyers. Amazing.
Word.
We got that one scene in She-Hulk. I'm not bitter about that.
Well, that was Daredevil, the prequel.
Yeah.
Really
That
what
was
it
that was
became.
the pilot to Daredevil's TV show.
It's really what it became. It was like,
Yeah.
we're taking
So-
this in another
Yeah.
direction. here.
Word. So good.
No, go ahead. Just saying.
I was gonna bring it back to the writer shit. So let's say this shit takes the summer, a few months to happen. How long until these shows start coming out?
It depends. Anything, I would have to imagine that anything that was halted in production goes right back into production. So it'll push them back maybe a few months. Anything that was in pre-production has to now restart, so that'll push it back probably a year. Anything further out than that, it depends on anything further out than that, because since they haven't started anything, they can literally start whenever they want, or put it on the shelf, or fuck up that timeline. Hard to say.
So what movies are affected? Like, are the Marvels affected in this?
No, the Marvels have already been done and shot, and it's coming out in November. That's not affected. Loki is not affected. I think they're already done with that. It should be coming out at the end of this year or some shit. Secret Invasion's already done.
So the only thing that's be affected, anything that's coming out next year.
Yeah.
So anything that still needs to be made or written is what's getting affected here.
Mhm.
Everything that's basically done, it's like that's coming out.
Anything actually shooting right now or about to be shot?
So is this gonna fuck up the order of which shit comes out like the pandemic did?
No, because Disney has said that they were going to slow down the they're going to slow down the rollout of these movies and shows anyway. So them taking even more time is just going to be beneficial for them.
Okay. Yeah, Ray, put your hand in front of the camera for longer. Let it focus on your
Right.
hand, then pull it back.
Gotcha. I was like, I've been hating that fucking. It's getting as blurry. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, I hate when that shit happens.
Does that work?
Yep.
Cool. Maybe sure.
But
And
so
to
basically,
reiterate,
okay.
Wonder Man and Thunderbolts are now, they got tagged with the indefinite. So if they're going to happen at all, is up in the air now.
Oh damn! So that just kills it. It kills it fully. Then.
So
It's going to be interesting. It's just one of those things I would say it's a stupid problem to have. I always say certain things is a dumbass problem to have. Man, just common ground, bro. You need each other. I'm saying?
that's the double-edged sword of capitalism is, one, the good side, where you could take any idea and make an obscene amount of money with it. But the bad side is there's never an amount of money to declare success in capitalism.
But this is where we're at now. That's like,
So even though, perfect example, we covered it a little bit, the problem that happened with the D&D and their open gaming license. Wizards of the Coast, who owns D&D, they made $1 billion off of it last year. And they still believe that it was under monetized, and that's when this whole shit kicked off. When you make $1 billion and you believe you're under monetized, that mindset, there's never a level of fucking success.
yeah, it doesn't change no matter what.
Yeah.
So now the question is though,
good.
how long has this been now? Because I believe it was they gave them a window of 6 weeks before they officially went on strike.
I think we're officially like in this first month of the strike.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh? Good fucking job,
Like I
fellas.
said, last week when I was down in 30 Rock, they were out there chanting.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not working, so it makes sense.
Right?
Too soon? Okay, just making sure.
It's never too soon.
Just making sure. I made a comment like that about Tina Turner, and I got her like a dirtbag. I was like, you too? Okay. I did the same thing with Paul Walker. So like, I guess he's fast and furious. All these fake Paul Walker fans came out. It was like, what?
Man, that's not funny, man. That's not fucking funny,
I'm
man.
like, yo, he's my favorite actor. That's a lie. He's nobody's favorite actor. First of all, you have to act for him to be your favorite actor.
He's not even people's favorite actor in the Fast and the Furious.
I'm just saying.
Dude, weirdly enough, I forget what movie, what the name of that movie is, but he did a movie in which there was a hurricane that hit Florida or some shit, and he was in the hospital with a newborn child, and his wife died during labor, and he had to take the baby out of the hospital and survive the storm. It is probably his best movie, and he still wasn't that good of an actor in it.
All I'm saying is, so when somebody dies, you don't automatically have to make him your favorite something.
Yeah.
Okay? Just saying. He was okay in the Fast and Furious movies because they were built for him because he barely acted. He was just himself. But he just wasn't a good actor. Gotta admit that. I know it's not a popular opinion because the man's dead, but the truth is the truth.
Hey, but it's all right. I mean, Vin Diesel hasn't acted in any of his movies.
Well, no. There's two. A Man Apart and Find Me Guilty.
No, A Man Apart is a good movie. Doesn't mean he fucking acted well in it.
When
Find
he
Me
was
Guilty,
dead in the
whatever.
when he was dead in the hospital, and Tay Diggs or whatever his name was from Dead Presidents came and visited him. That was amazing acting.
You mean when he pulled the Steven Seagal trick from Hard to Kill?
Yes. Amazing acting. And in Find Me Guilty, he told the jury, I'm not a gangster, I'm a gangster. Do you know how hard it is to do that? I mean, I did it in 2 seconds because I'm fucking phenomenal and shit. But a normal person?
All I'm saying is my thing was pitch black. He acted like you can see in the dark. That's perfect. Chef's kiss.
and I am Groot.
Yeah.
To convey
so much range there. So
to convey.
You know the absurdity of that. And apparently, Michelle Rodriguez said, "I'm tired of Marvel movies." You understand? You are in damn near 9 movies. You're 9 movies, 10 movies in, 10 movies. How fucking dare you?
Yo,
now you're talking shit like that.
I don't know if we brought this up.
You started by stealing DVD players. Like that, and now you're fucking superhero.
Putting AutoZone stickers on supers.
And you're fucking immortal. You started Race Wars, and all of a sudden, apparently, you got your gods. How fucking dare you? You beat 2 MMA fighters' asses.
Back to back.
We went to space.
I just want to point out, Michelle Rodriguez is one of my favorite actresses. Toe knows she's at the top for me. But like said, you made 10 of the same movie. There's been 3 Iron Men, 3 Captain Americas, 3 There's been a lot of Marvel characters getting their own movies, but their own movies don't go past fucking 3 to 4. And that's it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have 12 of these.
We get different people coming in and out. And the shit, you know why is it ridiculous? It's a comic book movie. How in the blue fuck do they have an abuelita and then John Cena? What race is this family?
Yeah, his father's Mexican. His
Mexican.
The mother is fucking Spanish.
And for some reason they love DR.
Yeah,
and was in it. The singer. You got a Puerto Rican and a Dominican rapper in it. And then you go all the way to Tokyo. What in the blue fuck? And now you got a Samoan as an enemy that's Brazilian.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Right? Something like that, right?
Yep.
I haven't seen it, but I'm just saying I'm going off of what
Yeah,
he
yeah.
actually is.
The Joker.
Yeah, he's
and
basically playing the Joker.
I'm going that is what he actually is and what he's supposed to be.
My
And you
favorite.
have the fucking
Yeah.
audacity. Yo, at least the MCU connects in a smart way.
My favorite part. This is the biggest stretch for me. You could go to outer space in a Corolla. I don't care about that. The biggest stress for me is you're 19 years old. You're 5'6", 180 pounds. You come back 28, 6'4", 350 fucking pounds, blue eyes and fucking blonde hair. What?
That's the stretch in this movie too.
That's the problem. No, that's the stretch. It's
Not-
like it's like
not
no,
with
because
jumping
they
off
explain
one
how Michelle Rodriguez survived. They explained how they took a plane and made a rocket and put a Corolla in space. They explained the whole how they turned into super spy shit. They yeah, they didn't have Steve Urkel's fucking machine that turned his brother into fucking Bruce Lee.
he was Jake, and then he turned to Jacob. That's what happened.
Yeah, like Stefan now over here. What the fuck? And
the funny thing is, you know, the great thing about it is nobody knows shit about Paul Walker's character.
Yeah. Oh, he's always
exploring nothing about that dude.
And the best excuse is he's watching the kids. Yeah. Meanwhile, Toretto's kid got kidnapped 3 times.
Why is he only watching his own kids?
Yeah, like if he's the best kid watcher, yo, can you watch my kid too? Because he's in danger. Niggas is after me.
Yo, I got a question though.
Like no one's after the FBI agent that put you in jail. No. They're after the street racer that stomped the yard.
Yo, wait. Here's my question though, because I haven't seen him since like 5 or something.
Yeah.
If he's watching the kid, why is the wife out here running around doing shit?
Because this is her family. He's like, fuck Toretto. I don't know that nigga.
He's like, I just wanted the tuna sandwiches. That's it. I'm out.
All right, so I want to know at what point did the U.S. government or whatever government which nobody's part of decide these guys are steal DVD players and everything very well. So now we need those guys to fight international criminals.
They make a joke of it in this last movie.
The crazy,
how fucking bad is the military? You can't get somebody qualified to do this.
The crazy shit is,
the British military got great guys because they got the 2 Shaw brothers.
Yeah,
and they got they got one good agent in The Rock, which also sucks. They didn't catch him.
Word, and no one's a part of the fucking government anymore. When you deal with them, you're freelance. But the crazy shit is this: the first time they pulled that whole Paul Walker's with the kids shit. Okay, I get it. That's cool. Because, we didn't know Toretto had a son. That's cool. He's watching the kid. Go get your nephew over there. Your brother, like your other brother came out of nowhere. So it's a family thing. It's an inner family thing. All right, honey. Go do your business. Handle your business. I'll watch the kids. This one, I think they should have just been on some... They started the movie with Momoa killing him.
Yeah.
Like, they should have just started the movie with Momoa killing him. And then Momoa's after, because it would have just made Momoa's character even more like, oh, shit.
Well, they still got 2 more movies. They can do it.
He's in the fucking bunker. He's ready for a nuke to blow off. Like, him and his children and only his children are in the fucking bunker to save the world. The president don't have access to that fucking...
So they actually alluded to Brian in this film? They didn't just
gloss over him? Again, he's watching the kids.
Yeah, when they separate her, John Cena, she's like, oh, I got to go to Brian and the kids.
Yes.
Because he's been with the kids this whole time.
And that's another thing. You call your brother to go protect your son and not the man who's protecting kids for 7 years. Listen, you had super spies come after the entire family except his kids.
Him and the kids are fine.
Yes.
Which they also fucked up with this last movie.
Yeah.
Because if he's going after everyone they've ever associated with, because they even showed like the screen, like there's so many other people in it.
Yeah.
they have to do something with Paul Walker or with Brian O'Connor in this.
Yes.
Because if not, they
can't do
defeat
it
their
with Paul
own.
Walker.
Like
Yeah.
this motherfucker went into a bodega and said, "Yo, did you sell Platanos to Dominic Toretto?" No. Blah. Yes, you did. I got pictures of it, motherfucker.
If it's like that, Romeo has to die. The artist Romeo, he has to die.
What? Romeo has to die.
He was
Bad
keeping
Bunny
his
gotta
family
die.
safe for 2 days.
Oh,
Dago has to
Bad Bunny
die.
was in it.
Donald Trump
Dago
has to
gotta
die.
die.
Yeah. Yo, that dude that one time judged the race, they all gotta go.
Well, one of them did.
Yeah.
One of the guys.
The guy that helped him in Cuba has to die.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
The people who sold all those cars to the government gotta
Everybody
die.
that was in a race wars has to die.
The stewardess who gave him fucking peanuts on the plane gotta die.
Everybody associated it. That's a really broad stroke.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they explained it because they were like, "Fuck it, we're giving the freelance to bring anyone back except Lonnie from the first movie. We gotta bring that one dude back that just disappeared."
I remember thinking, why didn't they bring that guy back?
It's just one guy.
Did he piss off in post production?
Yeah, but
they were like, "Yo, you will never be in another movie."
I could have sworn he was a cokehead, like in real life.
He looks it though.
Maybe, but it's like, damn, like the one guy they've never brought, because they brought Vince back and they gave him a nice story.
Yeah.
Then they kill him off in the same movie. But
Which his kid is perfectly fucking safe also.
No, that was kid has to die.
Yeah.
They gave him money.
Yeah.
They're associated.
But the guy who sold the Nas to them in the first one, where's he at? Like, you're telling me that they get Nas from a different dealer? They're not loyal?
Yo,
everybody's fans of him?
When are they going to kill Hector from the first one?
They're just going to go to every movie he's ever played Hector in. Because the same dude, every fucking movie's Hector.
He's in mine. He has a different name, which is weird to me.
I was surprised when I saw that. I was like, how is this not Hector? I only know him as...
They said, I think it's Lewis. I was like,
yeah,
that's Hector. Oh, fuck up.
He's been Hector and everything. It's like, nah, that's Hector.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, everybody got to go.
But I'm telling you now, Momoa's character, if he did that, I wouldn't be mad. This is the Joker. Yo, if DC, I know you watch this podcast. I know because you decided to make movies with someone who knows how to make a movie. It's just, you don't watch all of it because you keep it as the Flash. But if you stay on this long, if you stay on this long, I shit you not, get Momoa to teach someone how to play the Joker, and you got yourself the perfect Joker right there. He can even be Lobo.
Still make him Lobo.
Yeah, make him Lobo, but make someone else the Joker, but just show him Fast 9. I'm Fast 10. Show him Fast 10.
Show him Fast 9.
This is, well, it's the same movie.
I'm sorry.
Listen, the only Fast and the Furious movies that actually exist are Part 1, Part 3, and Part 5. Every other one, because 2 suck, every other one is Part 6, just with a different person in it.
What you mean it suck, cuz?
We ain't hungry no more, cuz.
You didn't buy that? You didn't buy that?
Oh, that comes back.
I was like, yo, that was like Keanu Reeves and Vaya con Dios.
Yo, that Tyrese.
What are we doing here?
That Tyrese comes back, Lay. I hope you didn't miss him too much.
I'm mad he didn't say the line. He should have said it.
I need some receipts. Yeah, the pockets.
I was talking about when Paul Walker said
he needs some receipts.
Like, shut up.
We ain't hungry no more, cuz. Like, yeah, all right. When did you turn black? Before you wasn't even in the racing world. Now all of a sudden you a fucking speedster black nigga.
I'm looking at him like, shut up. I hate that. I'm just like,
and this is why we need the writers.
And boy, did they waste Eva Mendes in that fucking movie.
Well, she got to come back too because she was on the screen. She was legit on the computer screen in this movie.
Yeah, see,
she has to come back too.
Yeah,
she gonna die.
It's funny because and then somehow we're gonna get Ryan Gosling because why not?
Yo, we need that guy that was in Part 2 that looked like Ryan Gosling but totally different. The bad guy. Well, I don't know his name.
Oh, John the Devil from Pitch Black. We're bringing them all in. They're all coming.
Yes. Get them in there.
They're all coming back. This is Beyond, and this bitch has the balls to say she's tired of Martin. Do you see how far we've gone down this rabbit hole?
They even said they're doing spin-offs. We're about to get another 20 of these movies.
He said, once we finish this Because now it's apparently going to be a trilogy because it's made $1 billion.
Yeah, we're getting
Apparently
11 and 12.
It's not going to be 11. It's going to be 12.
Yeah.
How fucking dare you? The
Unlitigated
the
gall.
fucking saw that comment and I was like, let me get this right. Let me understand this correctly. You bring down a Boeing 747 with street racing cars. And you're gonna tell me you're tired of Marvel? You go fuck yourself, lady. I understand. I know you're getting paid, and you're probably gonna be the lead in another spinoff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about time.
We have the ladies.
You know what I'm saying?
And a fast.
But my thing is, shut your fucking mouth and just go with your success. I don't need your opinion on Marvel. DVD players, lady. Do you understand how fucking absurd?
It was the combo VHS DVD combo.
The thing is,
That's what made it better.
I understand if it would have ended there. I understand a super soldier. I understand a man in an iron suit. I understand a Norse god. How the fuck do you go from knocking over truck?
You're forgetting 6.5 Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh no!
Where they had the super soldier mechanism in the what's his name? Idris Elba. He was the fucking he was
nobody said he's
Taskmaster.
dead yet.
Yeah.
Nope. Because he just fell into the water.
He could be the final villain in 12. Just upgraded.
Yep.
To Brainiac.
Yeah. With God's Eye.
Or Ultron.
You upload God's Eye in his ass. Woo, it's over.
Literally in his ass. That's how he sees it.
That's his fourth eye.
And on that note,
I was gonna say it. And on that note,
do you see Michelle? I'm gonna call you that because I don't give a shit. How you cannot say shit like that? I can literally turn around and go, yo, you know what I'm sick of? Michelle Rodriguez. You know why? You know why I'm sick of that shit? Because there's no way you can beat two MMA fighters. It's impossible.
Well. One MMA fighter and the other one.
Oh yeah, that's true. The one literally pioneered the way for women, and the other one is, well, she's there. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, don't tell me somebody that grew up in the streets is gonna pull that shit off. So what you need to do is, enjoy all that money you're making and just shut your fucking mouth. That's all we need to do.
Because that was a big jump from being a mechanic, because she didn't even race in the first one, to being a fucking like Muay Thai Shang-Chi fighting expert.
No, she did race in the first one. She raced some dude at Race Wars.
Yeah, the whole pink slip shit.
Yeah. There you go.
She had one race. I mean,
and then she raced after that. It was all the way up to 6.
She was dead in 4. And then she came back in 5, but she lost her memory.
And she came back in 6.
And then 6, she's super duper.
So do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
How fucking dare you? Right? First of all, by the way, in their history, they're making it up as they go along.
Yep.
Marvel history is Marvel history.
Yeah, they had that shit
they're
written
forgetting
down.
what they're putting in these movies, because there's this legit, someone clipped it. There's a scene where they say that Mia only has one brother, but Jacob exists.
I would just love to be in that creative room with Vin Diesel throwing shit on the wall. And even if it doesn't stick, he picks it up and puts it back up there with a pin and going, we're going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
You know, good.
You guys ever see that Key and Peele sketch where they comically tell the story of Gremlins 2? Where they're in the room and the guy comes in and is like, just throw ideas out there. And they're like, let's get Hulk Hogan. And they're like, he's in the movie.
Oh, that's right.
We have one that's a bet. It's in the movie. And everything they said is shit that actually happened in the movie. That's probably what the writing room is for Fast and Furious.
This is the movie.
He comes in and is like, what do you guys want? Volcanoes? It's in the movie. Let's go.
These are the movies that need writer strikes to affect them. You understand where I'm coming from?
This is the movie that tipped them over the edge, and we're like, we're going on strike. That's it.
Like, I remember when to see Hobbs and Shaw, right? Going in there, and I'm like, yo, turn your brains off. This is how you see Fast and Furious movies. Molly was going ape shit when she saw 10. She's like, oh my God, go turn your brain off. You're going to fucking catch an aneurysm. You can't do this to yourself. Just go in there and go, well, that was stupid. Just walk out. She saw it on the house, right? Part of her job. Cool. So just sit there, enjoy the free food, and just go, that was stupid, and walk away. Yo, none of it is going to make sense. Samoan Brazilian. I don't know how that works. Maybe maybe we're looking for a good surf.
You didn't see the movie. I was gonna say two things made sense. One of them is that Jason Momoa is the Joker, and then the second one, something happens, and I don't want to ruin it for you. But when it happens, I'm gonna let you know, and I think you're gonna be like, you know something? That's the smartest thing they ever did in 10 movies.
I'm telling you right now, if we do that watch party, right? Like to watch it together, we do that, right? I just want to sit there because I'm gonna do what I usually do, to be awesome. Clearly, I mean, I expect everything and then nothing at the same time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And you know why Godzilla and King Kong make sense? Because I would prefer that shit if they didn't have humans in it. I don't care about human characters. You know what I'm saying? In these movies,
yeah.
Give me 2 kaijus and shut your fucking mouth. I want them to do the Megazord thing going through cities.
That's
That's
gonna be Fast 12. We're gonna get kaijus out of this.
I mean, at this point,
Their car's gonna turn into Megazords because at this
I
point,
think, by the way, side note, there's a fun fact. I would be talking about mixing two things. They're actually going to come up with a Transformers G.I. Joe movie, but the problem is you haven't come up with a successful fucking G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah.
You're gonna one franchise that went nowhere and one that is on its last leg. Why? Just focus on making a good G.I. Joe movie.
And which Japanese fucking Transformer you gonna turn white? In G.I. Joe?
By the way, my biggest thing about G.I. Joe was that Roadblock never really rapped. Roadblock would rap in G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
The Rock had one Jay-Z line, and I was like, that's it? Fuck out of here, man. Take yourself somewhere. And I'm happy that Channing Tatum died as Duke. Spoiler alert.
Yo, I'm telling they should just have who's the father and Everybody Loves Chris.
Terry
Crews.
Terry Crews is Roadblock. Fuck it. We don't need The Rock for everything.
And it's funny because I remember when they first came out with that, I was like, yo, why isn't like Viggo Mortensen playing Duke? Duke is old. Duke is like a veteran. Not a 2-year-old veteran. He's been in a war. Duke has been through it.
Yeah.
I digress.
Flint is the one that was young, right?
Nope.
Huh?
Who was the one?
Flint's the right hand man. It's Duke's brother, who was played by Don Johnson, who was just made up for that movie. He wasn't
in the cartoon.
Yeah, it's Hawk and Duke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawk and Duke. Yeah. So they're like, yeah, and no, I mean, props to you, but no, I would not want to see that crossover. 21 Jump Street. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. Once I heard that, I was like, yo, while it sounds utterly ridiculous, Fast and Furious movies. I'm like, I seriously no.
You know what they should cross over? An original idea and a good fucking movie. Merge those two together, and I would love to see that shit.
And on top of that, shut your Keiko, Michelle Rodriguez. At least when it comes to Marvel. Other than that, if you have any opinions, by all means, speak. Yeah, we went everywhere.
Yeah. And that's what happens with the writer's strike.
Falcon. Yeah. Lieutenant Falcon.
Falcon, there you go.
What happened? Falcon, okay.
Yeah.
And who was Hot Rod? That's the only way you can make a fucking Transformer and G.I. Joe crossover is if you have Falcon and Hot Rod in the shit. Two made-up characters for their cartoon movies in this movie, a fucking actual fucking military guy and actual Transformers that's not a part of the law come in there and explain the rest of the shit to you. So you get to meet all the other people.
Now, you got to be careful with that because you could get Mortal Kombat with Cole.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a serious. That could be a very serious problem.
Well,
Look
the
how
problem
much,
in Mortal Kombat is this. I don't understand how you have a tournament with just 4 fights. There's 18 people in this tournament.
Okay.
There's 2 sides, 4 fights, and now you won the tournament. What?
that wasn't the
First of all-
tournament.
First of all, in the first Mortal Kombat, I just want to say that it was really, really racist that Liu Kang fought the most. Liu Kang had like 4 fights, bro. He put in work in that fucking movie.
It's the
He
chosen one.
fought more than nobody fought more than Liu. Sonya Blade had 1 fight.
It was Kano.
Johnny Cage had like half a fight, like in the actual tournament. Liu Kang put in. He even fought Reptile outside of the tournament. He had a side fight. He did a side mission. Think about it.
Yeah,
I
he
gotta-
fought
I gotta
all
fight
the
back here.
ninjas.
I gotta fight back. 2 things. 1, he's the chosen one. 2, he's the only actor who legitimately could fight in that movie.
Yo, my man, he picked 3 people on that boat. Did he not? He said, but you 3, one of you 3, one of you 3 will decide the
Yeah.
outcome of the tournament.
Liu Kang.
Doesn't matter. He said one of you 3. He never told them who it was.
But we all knew it was Liu.
Who the fuck?
Why
They
had to do
didn't
it?
know. If I were Liu Kang, I'd be like, yo, how many times did you fight? How many times did you fight? Yo, hold up. What the fuck up, man? I fought
Well,
like 4 times.
Johnny Cage did fight a guy with 4 arms. That's like 2 fights.
No, he fought. Johnny Cage fought twice. Scorpion and then
Yeah, and then Goro.
He fought 3 times because they've all fought the people inside the fucking
that's not part
the
of the
mess
tournament.
hall.
I'm talking about tournament. Stick with the. Don't do this to me.
No,
I hate
hey,
people
you
that
brought
It's
up
argue
the
with
about to be a
reptile
whole
fight.
other episode.
I'm
brought up
talking
the
about
reptile
tournament
fight.
fights.
You brought up the reptile fight, which wasn't part of the
I'm
tournament.
saying I'm just saying that he also did a side mission,
Yeah, I'm.
Along with
They
the
also
tournament
did a side
fight.
mission too.
and then he had that sparring session with Kitana that made no sense. I go, is this a qualifying thing? Because he already killed Hakeem Machine Austin. Is this extra points? Is he gonna get a
Yeah,
number?
is this a
I don't know
is
how
this
that works.
like a it's like the Shang-Chi father and mother fight. They just did it without the beauty.
Okay, got it. There you go. See,
That's
Yeah.
basically
The
what
point
it
is,
was. Yeah.
That was the
one
sex
man,
scene.
one man put in work.
That's what it was. It was legit a sex scene, but just a fight.
I'm saying one man put in work, everybody else coasted. I would at the end of that whole movie, I'd be like, hold up, wait a minute. Before he comes out and he does a stupid thing. How many times did you fight? Twice. How many times did you fight? Once.
Y'all gotta fight. Just
What
think
the
that
fuck,
now.
man? I put in the work. I could have got killed 4 times.
I would
Is
have
this like-
loved.
Is this like back in the railroad days where I got to do all the work? I got to lay the track down and do everything?
Yeah.
Because this
I
seems really racist right now.
Yes. I would have
White people
loved.
can't fight all the time, but the Asian guy got to put in the work.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Cap, I understand he is the actual martial artist, but it's just not fair.
I just love I just would have loved a movie about a tournament to have a tournament.
No, I
Even
agree with you.
Tekken, the
Well, they
Tekken
never
movie
got to
didn't
the
have a tournament.
tournament.
They never get to the
They never got to
tournament.
They never
How do you
got
have
to.
gods and rules and you never get to the tournament in
This shit was
5
all
fucking
personal.
movies?
This shit was personal.
Yeah.
This is a personal beef.
It's like, yo, this is for the fucking universe. And
But
y'all
we never
motherfuckers
get to
fucking
it.
around here.
Yo, but let's remember this. At least Mortal Kombat in one movie had a tournament. Street Fighter never had it.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, Street Fighter. Yeah, I understand the Shadow Law War is part of it, but is it not about street fighting? They were gonna have one street fight, but then Guile came in and fucked it up between Vega and Ryu.
Yes.
But then after that, it was a war movie.
Yeah.
And then the Chun-Li one was crap. I don't know what that shit was. Now they're gonna make another one, apparently. I go, you know what? At this point, I love the game. I just want to see these movies fail. You know why? You just can't get it right. This movie's not gonna be about war, it's gonna be about politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the movie they should follow. The anime movie. Because it follows Ryu. And he has street fights.
Yeah, but that's gonna be racist because you put the Asian man in there to fight the most.
Yo, listen, Ryu put us in the work. I'm just thinking, he said one of you 3 will decide. I figure everybody was going to put in equal work. Liu Kang walked in there and said, well, fuck me, sideways. I'm putting all the work in.
Hold on.
And
We're
ain't it
talking
funny
about-
how Sonya Blade fought 2 regular humans? The black guy and Kano?
Sonya only fought one guy.
Who fought the black guy?
The black guy was Liu Kang.
Oh shit! You see, and Sonya's still in fights.
She literally fought Kano, kind of broke his neck, kind of. Yo, I'm like, yo, one is not the same here, bro. Come on. Like I said, and the side mission.
Hey,
One of you threw my ass, I'd have been like, yo, Raiden, just tell him I'm gonna do it and we'll be fine.
hey,
Yeah.
all
We don't
that,
need everybody else here. I can kill Goro too.
all that is still better than your superpower is a turtleneck sweater.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A
Absolutely.
gold turtleneck sweater.
Like
Yeah.
what? That made no sense. His biggest chi or whatever the fuck they called it was his ability to get his ass whooped.
Yeah. Yeah. Once again, hilarious. But at least he followed the tournament basis. They went to an island. They never got to eat, by the way. And nobody bathed apparently because they were in the same gear the whole time. Johnny Cage never changed. He had all that luggage. Still stinks.
Well, it fell down the stairs.
Yeah, but he still stinks. He's rocking the same gear. But he has the shades though. But still
Hey.
really racist that the Asian guy would put in all the work. I know somebody is thinking, I never thought about it that way out there. And you're damn right.
Well, he didn't have to do too much work because you throw a bucket of water at Sub-Zero and he gets impaled.
Well, at the beginning of the fight, he was getting his ass whooped. Let's not lie. Sub-Zero had him on the ropes, just like in the very beginning, Reptile had him on the ropes too. Shang Tsung sucked ass.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when he goes up the steps, when he runs up those steps to get to him. I was like, he couldn't flip up there. Why is he hop skipping up the steps that way? Like nothing about this is cool. Every time I see that movie, I go,
We got to make it realistic. This guy can turn into a dragon at any moment. Like, you want him to jump up the stairs?
All right. On that note,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he still put on all the work though.
Word. Why did Zach have the dance before he?
Oh, his breakdance fighting? Yeah,
he brought it back in that reunion special too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's literally it's one of the most racist things ever. Besides the Asian girl being the Green Ranger, the Yellow Ranger. Yeah. I don't know which one is more racist though. It's kind of.
I mean, if they had a Brazilian, well, no, because Spanish people didn't exist.
And
Well,
on that
on
note-
that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace.